Okay, and have we got anyone else that's going to come and join us? This is Talkaoke. Come and join us. Yeah, you can come along. It's okay. And come and have a seat on the table. What's that?
It's record when the red dot's on.
Yeah. Okay, come and have a seat. So we've got Paul, we've got Amrit, I'm Mikey. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Christopher.
Come and join in. We'll just move that chair. Okay, so you've come at the very beginning of Talkaoke, and the way Talkaoke works. Let's just get some more names. Tell us your name.
Candice.
And what's your name?
This is Rennie.
Rennie?
Yeah.
Okay, and we've got Amrit. Has anyone got anything they want to kick off with? Any thoughts, suggestions?
What's this about? What's the big lunch?
What is it about? What is it about?
It is about anything you want to talk about. Like, we can talk about anything.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything, Ren?
No.
Do you want to say something?
Don't use words.
Do you want to?
He just uses violence.
Do you want us talking to Mike anyway?
Bye.
Want to see it, Rennie?
Bye, later. Bye. Don't say anything.
Okay, mate. Well, stay around anyway. But we don't have a subject yet. Has anyone got a subject they want to talk about? Big lunch? Do you want to talk about foods? Do you want to talk about?
Yeah. Lunch.
Lunch. Is there any lunch at the big lunch?
I'm wondering, there's just like one bun stand. That's all I can see.
Yeah. So if you've come for lunch,
Yeah.
you might be. Yeah. Is lunch just about eating though? Paul.
It's about community, isn't it? It's about interaction with people, enjoying a good food with good company.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it? In most cultures enjoy a communal eating.
Exactly. It's a good time to get together. What is the vibe to how you're feeling so far today?
It's actually great weather. It's like not too hot. It's nice and windy. Yeah, I was surprised that everybody's actually out on Monday, but that's just how nice it is. Like, it's not a Monday.
It's not really a Monday feel. It feels like a weekend. Is it still part of the week? Are you feeling Monday? Or are you feeling weekend still?
Monday-ish. Because we're working, so this is our job. This is our work. This is our job.
So you see, you're feeling a Monday kind of feel. What about you? Feeling Monday or weekend?
Bit of both, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bit of like a crossover. Did people have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
We'll take out a little walk now.
All right, I will. We'll see you later on. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. I moved into my new house and it was hectic, but I'm glad I moved into this house.
What do you think the big subjects are going to be today?
Love and peace to all mankind and female kind and all sorts, whatever you are.
Okay, love and peace to all humankind, we could put it. Okay, well that's a good start to the chat, I suppose. Are you feeling Monday or are you still feeling weekendy? And was it a real weekend if you were moving house?
I think so. I did have one day to myself where I did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And
After you moved or before?
after.
Yeah.
I jam-packed all my moving activities between Friday and Saturday. And then on Sunday, I gave myself the room to relax.
Okay, so you sort of like bedded in.
Yes. And I feel like it is, for me the weekend is like, you know, when you experience that good crash.
Come and have a seat on the table of chat. How was your weekend? Is it still the weekend? That's what we're talking about here. We have got Christopher and Mikey. And that's it. Right, okay. So where are you living these days?
I've just moved to Bow in Tower Hamlets, Mikey.
Whereabouts? Come and join us. Tell us your name. What's your name?
Alfie.
Alfie, we've got Christopher. We've got you. Come and join us. I mean, it's a Monday today. Are you feeling Monday? Is it like a Monday morning for you, or are you feeling in the weekend still?
I'm feeling in the weekend still.
Yeah?
I feel like it's a Saturday.
Okay. What did you do? Anything over the weekend? Have you done anything exciting?
Can't really remember, but My mum went out for her boyfriend's birthday. Yeah.
But has it been a bit of a blur? One of the things come and join us. We've got Alfie, we've got Christopher. Tell us your name.
Archie.
Archie. So Archie, Alfie, Christopher, Mikey. We're talking about how are you feeling? Are you feeling Monday? Or are you feeling weekend?
Weekends.
Still weekend. Okay, we'll hit the. Okay, come and join us. So we've got Christopher. We have got Archie, Alfie, or is it Alfie? Alfie. Archie, and tell us your name.
Alpha. No.
You can be anything you want on Talkaoke.
Jamal. I'm Jamal.
Yeah.
Jamal. I'm Jamal too. Mr. Bean.
Yeah, okay, Jamal and Jamal. Okay, and what's your name?
Tyrone. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Okay, it's all getting complicated. What's your name?
Tyrone.
Tyrone. Okay, so we're talking about, I guess, is the school holidays one long weekend in a way?
No, it's a combination of sort of work and not work,
Okay,
really.
what work are you doing?
Shopping.
Shopping. I like shopping. What's that?
Getting around and not having to do any homework.
Okay. I mean, what do you think about homework?
It's all good.
Going on TikTok?
Yeah, on YouTube.
I mean, okay, TikTok, YouTube. What do you think of that? Come and join us. We have got Jamal, Mr. Bean and Tyrone, and Christopher. And my name's Mikey. What's your name?
Amelia.
Amelia. At the moment, we're talking about school holidays. What do you do in the school holidays? Is it a mixture of work and fun, or is it all fun? And what about not doing any homework?
I don't like it.
don't
I like homework.
You like homework?
Yeah.
What's your favourite homework? Maths?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Maths is a menace to the world.
Everyday thing.
So you multiply your apples by bananas.
Okay, when's the last time you did some maths?
Like 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago. What did you do? What maths did you do?
No, you just done math a second ago.
Okay.
When you done it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing maths all the time. How do people feel about that? How do you feel about that, Amelia, that you're doing maths all the time?
I don't like math.
You don't like maths, so I mean, is it right to be doing maths all the time? Have we just done maths 1 second ago? Was it now 10 seconds ago? Is that still maths?
Get you in life.
What's that?
What's multiplying a fraction by 10 gonna get you in life?
Okay, does maths get you anywhere?
Yeah.
Yes, you say yes. Unless you're working at McDonald's. What is
Become a calculator.
Okay.
Almost every job in the world, like basically every job in the world, it includes maths. So.
Okay, so there's a big subject on the table. Does maths get you anywhere? Tyrone says every job you need maths, and Jamal,
I didn't get to do my name.
what's your name?
Cheeseball.
What is it? Cheeseball. And Cheeseball says, no, maths doesn't get you anywhere. Does maths get you anywhere? Is there any point to maths? That's what we're talking about. You say no, you're agreeing with Cheeseball, but Tyrone says you're using maths all the time.
I agree with him.
You agree with him? Come and join us. Well, I can't hear from her there. What? Anyway, so come and join in. This is Talkaoke. Big subject. Christopher, any thoughts on this?
I actually like math.
Yeah?
I'm with Tyrone.
What do you like about maths?
I'm the math genius in the school.
What do you like?
Wow.
What do you like about maths?
It's fun. I feel like
Yeah.
it's like magic sometimes. Yeah.
It's like magic. I've got back.
Yeah.
Okay, so Christopher says maths is like magic. What's this?
Oh no. Gossip.
Oh, gossip. Well, this is Talkaoke. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You don't have to talk about maths. Is there any gossip in the world of maths?
Yes.
Yeah. What is it?
What's it? 10 plus 9 is 21, but it's 19.
Okay, some.
1 is 11. That is confirmed.
Okay, so some.
And 1, not 1 and 1.
Okay, what's the difference between one add one and one and one?
9.
You mean there's none? There's no difference, or there's?
No.
It's the answer.
What's 100?
There's a difference.
I don't think I've ever been as confused on Talkaoke. I've been doing it 27 years.
What's 155 times 3 divided by 8?
Times what?
Times 3 divided by 8.
Whoa!
So
Times 3 divided divided by 8. Oops.
Wow, that's okay. 155 times 3 divided by 8.
155
Okay, hang on.
times 3, which makes that 15, and then no, I'm still doing it.
Okay, it's a
So then that's 6. That's 6, and then that makes an extra one there.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you with this one, Tyrone, because we've got new faces at the table.
465, and then divide that by 8.
Okay. Okay, come and join us. Yeah, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to.
Because he wants to join in the conversation.
Okay.
Do you need maths?
Okay, that's fantastic. Come on, join us. I'm just going to turn off the sound effects. So we have got cheese ball. I'm getting so confused. All right, we've got Jamal. We have got Mr. Bean. We've got Tyrone. We've got Amelia. We've got. Tell us your name.
Any name?
I'll come back to you. What is it?
Stitch.
And what's your name?
Gorilla tag.
What is it?
Gorilla tag.
What did he say?
Oh, it's a gorilla tag.
Gorilla tag. That's what I thought you said. Okay, so we're talking about maths. Do we need maths? Have you come up with the answer yet, Tyrone?
I'm just doing it now.
Okay, just doing it now. Basically, what you called it at the moment? I can't remember. Anyway, she's set Tyrone a really difficult maths problem. Do we actually use maths in everyday life? What do you think? Come and join. There's no age limit on Talkaoke. Come and join. You've got a bit more experience. So I want to know if you've used maths in your life. No. You don't use it?
No.
No, okay.
I was rubbish at it at school, and I've never used it since.
Okay, so you don't really use it. Okay. What about do you use maths, Gorilla?
I don't use it, and you don't really need it because nowadays you have like good technology, so you can just use calculators.
Okay, so you can use your calculator. You don't need to use maths.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Tyrone, yeah.
I know what my
Tyrone,
Yeah.
what is the sigma skibbity divided by the phantom
Sigma.
tax?
And sig-
What? Skibbity.
The skibbity divided by the phantom tax. Yeah!
What is it?
Rizzler.
Rizzler. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna take your word for it. But do we need? What's your name now?
touch some grass.
It's what? I'm getting so confused. People keep changing their names. And it's all about maths. I didn't think this has happened when I came to Corringham.
Objects are to sigma.
To what?
To sigma.
What's sigma?
It's when you mew and
It's when you mew.
and then when you get riz up.
Okay. All right. So when you mew and you get riz, we were talking about this in Avebury. Do you know what this?
I have no idea what this is.
Okay. Can you explain?
It's like super hard to explain.
Okay. What's sigma?
Oh, I know. Giga Chad.
And Giga Chad is Giga Chad.
Okay. So we're going. Have you heard of any of these things? Tell us your name, so we didn't get your name.
Mr. Bean. Oh no, we've got a Mr. Bean. I'm Mrs. Bean.
Mrs. Bean, okay. Are you related to Mr. Bean? Oh, Mr. Bean's gone now. But anyway, do you know what any of these terms are? Sigma, Riz. Have you ever Riz? Get Riz?
It's where people say made up words and then other people does it and then people keep on going. It's called
Okay,
brain.
so people are making up words and then it just turns into a thing. What's the answer?
Math question that you gave me is 46.
46. Is that right? And has Tyrone got Riz now?
Yeah, Tyrone's got
Riz. Ultimate Riz. Okay. Can you just explain what Riz is?
it's like
Charisma. Okay.
Then why don't you just say charisma? Why say Riz?
It's too long. Okay. It's like a short thing, so you can just say more stuff if you just have shorter words. Are there any other words you want to short? And what's mewing?
this. Like that.
Okay. Does that make sense to you, Mrs. Bean?
He knows.
Do you know what? Can you do mewing?
I don't know.
Something about pulling a face. I know that, but that's mewing. That's mewing. Do you know about mewing? Come and join us. There's no age limit. You don't need to know what Riz. You don't need to know what Riz is. come and you can find out. Okay, so we're just going through some of the terms, but it all started with Sigma. But I still don't really understand what. I know what mewing is now. I know what Riz. Give us a final thought before you go, Jamal.
Sigma is the skibbity.
I'm gonna go with him, and I'll be back too.
Okay, all right. We're gonna keep this live.
That's a Sigma face.
What is Sigma? Do you?
Face.
Sigma face.
They do a Sigma face.
Okay, so it's a kind of face. Do you know what Sigma is? Come and join us. Do you know what Sigma is? Can you do a Sigma face? Do it for Sigma face.
Yeah, go on, Sam, do it.
Okay. I mean, how do we keep up? Come and join us. Look, all the kids are gone now, so we can just talk with normal language now. But how do we keep up with all of this Sigma, the Riz, and all of this stuff?
Google it.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, okay, we've got a new face. Tell us your name.
My name's Anne-Marie. Amelia.
Amelia, we have got, this is another Amelia, we've got Tyrone, can I call you Tyrone? And we've got Gorilla and Mrs. Bean and Stitch. And this is Christopher, what's your name?
Scarlett.
Scarlett, I'm Mikey, by the way. At the moment, come and join us, there's no age limit on Talkaoke. Do you know what Riz is? Have you got Riz? You don't need Riz to join this table, but we're talking about all this new language that the young...
I have amazing Riz. No one can beat me.
Yeah, how do you get such good Riz?
Well,
Yeah.
it's called brain.
Okay, so you need brain to have Riz. Okay, we've got a couple...
You need to have a heart. You need to have a heart to have Riz.
Okay, you need brain and a heart. Okay. Okay, we've got some new faces. Tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And who have we got over here?
I'm Stuart.
I'm Mikey. We've got Amelia. We've got Anne-Marie. We've got Scarlett. We've got Christopher. We've got Mrs. Bean. We've got Stitch, and we've got Gorilla. Amelia, give us a final thought before you go.
I'm just checking something over there.
Well, just give us a final thought anyway. What are you thinking? What are the new words that are coming up?
There is no.
There's no more new words, but I feel like we've got enough anyway. Did you know any of these words?
No, I don't know any words. I haven't got words.
Do you know what Sigma is?
Sigma? No, it sounds like a school trust to me.
It's how to riz people up.
Really? Sigma's how to mess people up. Okay, I've got a sound effect for that. What? How to riz people up. Oh, okay. So Riz is charisma, and if you've got Riz, you go Sigma. Is that right? Okay.
You have to, So you have if you have Riz,
Yeah.
you are called a Sigma.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right. And what about the mewing? Where does the mewing come into it? Have you got new words?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah,
Can anyone make a new word?
no, what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they know.
Yuck.
Yacht. Yacht.
Yacht.
No. Yacht. Yacht.
What is that?
So G-Y-A-T.
G-Y-A-T.
I think.
Okay. Yacht. Do you know what this is?
I think it's meant to mean your bum.
Okay. So you know what all this is all about. How come you know all of these words?
Internet. Internet. Yeah.
I mean, are we? This is a genuine question. Are we kind of disappearing into the yacht of the internet?
Not a clue. I don't know half the words they're saying.
Okay. I mean, do you feel like we're come and join us? Are we disappearing up the yacht of the internet? That's what we're talking about. Because I sort of feel we might be. What do you think, Mrs. Bean?
Well, so far, all I know is Riz used to be a cigarette paper when I was young.
That's what I thought they were talking about. Things have moved on, haven't they? Okay, we're talking about, are we disappearing into like a weird kind of confusion of the internet where all the words are changing and we don't know what's going on? What do you think?
Yeah.
You think we are? Okay, I mean, what are we going to do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing, it's just how it is.
It's just change. There's always change.
Okay, so we
I
just...
know what we can do.
Oh, yeah.
Just scream your mum every time.
Scream, your mum.
Your mum!
Your mum. How is that going to help?
Stops people from saying the brain rot words.
Okay, so I feel like our brains are getting kind of kind of reshuffled, let's say, by the internet. Do you feel that? Do you feel like your the internet is in charge of your brain? You've got a big brain because you've got Riz.
No.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
Okay, you're used to
Because
it.
I have all of the Riz pickup lines in my brain. I'm just used to it.
What are the Riz pickup lines?
If you were fruit, you would be my cucumber.
What? Cucumber?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. All right. So we're learning. This is what we're learning from the internet. Have you been on the internet? Did you know all these new words that have emerged from the internet? It's totally. I'm learning. I never thought I'd come to.
IDC. I don't really mind.
IDC. What does that mean?
I don't care.
I don't care. Oh no, I know IDK. Okay, give us a final thought, Mrs. Bean, before you go.
Bruh.
Bruh.
That's what they say all the time.
What does it mean?
Can you pick your toys up? They go, oh, bruh.
What does it mean?
Bro, I don't really know.
Is it short for abracadabra?
It means like I don't care.
Okay, so we're learning a whole load of different new words. I'm just going to get around the names, and I've got really tangled up as well. Hang on a sec, Gorilla. I want a final thought from you, and I want a final thought from you as well. Give me 1 second. Let me just rotate round. Give us a final thought. Do you feel confused and disbelieving in this world of new terms, or are you okay with it?
I'm okay, but I think I need a new dictionary.
Yeah, we need a new dictionary, exactly. Okay, let me just disentangle. Give us a final thought, Mrs. Bean, before you go. Or is bruh the final thought? Bruh, okay, hang on. Let me just... How did I get so tangled up so quickly? All this takes like half an hour to get this tangled.
This has got Riz.
I've got no Riz, I don't think. What is the opposite of sigma? What is there an opposite of sigma? Yeah.
A loser.
Loser. Okay, well I know that one. Okay, let's get some names. Tell us your name.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Harper.
Harper. Yeah.
Grace.
What's it?
Grace.
Grace. Yeah.
Granny.
We've Granny, and we've got Scarlett. We've got Anne Marie. We've got Amelia. We've got Christopher. We've got Tyrone. We've got Amelia. What's that?
The opposite of sigma is beta.
Beta. Okay, what does that mean?
The opposite of sigma.
Okay, come on, learn some internet terms. If you want to know what's happening on TikTok, you need to sit here. What do you think about this? Do we need a new dictionary? Are you familiar with all these terms? Have you got Riz?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep.
I got Riz because I have TikTok and I'm on TikTok.
Okay. TikTok. What is the advantage of being on TikTok?
You get to tell everyone about Riz and you get to do cool dances.
Okay, so you can do dances on TikTok. Do you do dances on TikTok?
No.
No. Okay. You want to be famous?
I'm famous already.
Okay, well you're going to be famous on Talkaoke. What do you think about TikTok? Have you been on TikTok?
I've seen it. I've never been on it. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Should Granny go on TikTok?
Yes, Queen.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. It's literally life. It's like a heaven, but in the actual world.
Okay, so heaven, is it in the actual world though, TikTok? Are you on TikTok?
No.
No. Would you like to be on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay, well it sounds appealing. It's like a heaven but in the actual world.
How do we get to TikTok?
How do you get to be on TikTok?
So you download where you download apps, and then you type down TikTok, and then you download it, and then you gotta put in like your Google thing, and then you're on it, and then create an account.
I mean, how do you get to do dances on it?
So there's a little. So you press on the bottom bit and it says like music. If you want to use the music, then you press on it and then it says you sound and then you just dance to the sound and then post it.
Okay, so it will play some music, you just dance, but how do you know what dance to do? And how do you know if your dance is going to be Riz?
I know.
Yeah.
You just search it up.
You search it up. Okay, so you have a look, I suppose, and find out.
And do people like it like they do on Facebook or something?
Do you get likes?
Yeah. You get followers, likes, and then if you get enough followers, you get to go live on TikTok, and then you get to get money and all of like the other stuff.
Okay. So you can actually make money from it. Are you on TikTok, Amelia?
Yeah.
Have you done any dances?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a favourite dance? Did it get likes?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. How do you get your dance to get likes?
You just dance.
You just dance. Just keep going. Okay.
And how do you know that they're not weird people trying to like you?
Because you just search them up, and if they like look bad or something, not to be rude, if they look like they're a hacker or something,
They're what?
they're a hacker, then someone that hacks you.
Oh, a hacker. Okay. Yeah.
If they look like a hacker or something, then you could just unfriend them.
Okay. So yeah.
So me and Scarlett was scrolling on TikTok, and we saw this guy. Yeah, he was literally, he had his top off in a bath, and then I said, Scarlett, he is a weirdo.
Okay, so you need to know how to spot weirdos to be on TikTok. What do people think about Granny? What do you think about TikTok? Do you think it's enough that the young people know how to spot the weirdos on TikTok? Is it worrying for you?
It's worrying, and it is important that you guys seem to know how to look out for weirdos, don't you? Because that's really important, and some of them get very clever.
Yeah.
And so be careful.
So do we really know how to know who's the right people to talk to on TikTok?
So you've also, if you're not sure, you have to click on their videos, just in case, because their profile might look innocent, but their videos might not.
Okay.
So
How do you find out about it? Come on, join us. We're talking about TikTok. Have you ever been on TikTok? Okay, give us a final thought.
I'm glad you guys are using it really well. That's good, and I might have a look.
Okay, it sounds like we have to have a look because everyone's on it. Give us a final thought. What are you thinking? Are you thinking I want to go on TikTok or I want to wait a little while?
I want to go on TikTok.
Okay, so you are thinking you want to get, so maybe it is time to look out and find out what it's all about. TikTok, we've got no choice, really, because all the young people are on it. Amelia, give us a final thought before you go. What are you thinking? Are you going to do more dances on TikTok? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we've got some new faces. Tell us your names.
No.
What's it?
Jake.
Yeah.
Caris.
Jake and Karen. Okay. What is it?
Caris.
Caris.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name isn't Jake.
You can be whatever you want to be. You can be Jake. If he wants to be Jake, he can be Jake. If you want to be Karen, you can be Karen. Or Caris. It's up to you.
I'm Jake McCoy.
Okay, that's great. We're talking about TikTok. Come and join us. We've got Jake. We've got Caris. We've got Scarlett. We've got... Do you not like TikTok? Come and tell us about it. This is what Talkaoke's all about. You don't like TikTok. We've heard there's a whole new vocabulary on TikTok. We've heard about if you want to be Riz, you've got to, no, if you want to be Sigma, you've got to mute to get Riz. Something like that. I've not heard of any of it. But anyway, that's what we're talking about. So we've got Jake, we've got Caris, we've got Ambry, we've got Scarlett, we've got Amelia, we've got Christopher, we've got
Mason.
what?
Mason.
What's it?
Mason.
Mason. Okay, yeah.
Troy.
And
William.
and
Emily.
and what were you saying, Christina?
Nothing.
Okay. Right. Okay. We're talking about TikTok. Well, you said you don't really like TikTok.
I don't like TikTok.
Why?
It's
What's
too
wrong?
influential on these young minds.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it is. The thing is, what I noticed is a whole new language that's come out. What do you think about that?
It's annoying as a parent.
Yeah.
I can't stand their language.
Yeah.
Maybe because I don't understand it.
Yeah. Is it because you don't understand it?
What's
What-
skibbity?
What's-
What's skibbity?
What is skibbity?
It's Skibbity Toilet.
No, wait. So there's this man. Yeah, he's like this kebab thing. He gets like like a big plate of a kebab, and then he does this like dance, and it says, skibbity dum 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 dum, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so there's a whole history, there's a whole story. Does that make sense to you?
No, not.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm old. Maybe it's because I'm old.
Okay, and that may be the reason. Is it because you've not been exposed to the pointing your weapons down? There's 2 rules on Talkaoke: no singing, no fighting. So we're talking about skibbity, the phenomenon. What do you think on this side? Is it annoying? Yes. You say yes.
Yes.
Why do you say it's annoying? And is it the question? Is it that we need something else to take over from skibbity, just to sort of flush it away?
Brain rot.
Brain rot.
Yeah, because the more you watch it right, the more it's just killing everyone.
Okay. Yes. So it is actually rotting people's brains. Are we losing our brains from this TikTok stuff? What do you think, Mason?
I would say maybe, because sometimes screen time is okay, and like you can have 30 minutes of it, and then after 30 minutes you have to stop and read something.
Okay. Okay, so you can maybe overdo it a little bit. We've got some new faces. Tell us your names.
James.
Okay, well I'll leave you to
Jack.
James and Jack.
Bob.
James, Jack and Bob, and you come up with a name in a minute. You can think about it. Is the fact that you can't remember your name because you've been on TikTok too much?
His name's Harley. He's autistic.
Okay. Okay, so it's not because you've been on TikTok too much. Is TikTok rotting people's brains? That's what we're talking about.
It's not. It's actually helping us.
Okay.
Right now.
How is it helping you?
It's making me learn more stuff, like Tommy and Molly broke up.
Who's Tommy and Molly?
Tommy Fury and Molly.
Do you know these people? Do you know these people?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Are you familiar with Tommy and Molly?
Yes, Tommy Fury.
Okay, so you know. Okay, so I'm the one that's left.
TikTok to tell me this. I didn't need TikTok to know that.
Okay, right.
It's mainstream news.
Okay, it's mainstream news, but are you getting your news from TikTok?
There is this one guy on TikTok who does news, and there's more than one guy. So we're getting our news from him.
Okay, so you can actually get news from TikTok. Come and join us if you want to. Is that?
You can learn new dance moves.
Okay, that's what I heard. Have you done any dance moves?
Yeah, mate.
Show me your new dance moves. Come on.
If we were doing a TikTok video, then maybe Jack would do it. Jack,
This young man will.
I'll show you a new dance.
okay, go on now. Okay, what's the symbolism of the finger like this? What does it mean?
It means you're a loser.
Okay, why do you think you're a loser?
I'm not. You are.
Oh, I see. You're saying that I'm a loser. Right. Okay, I was confused there. But this is what we're saying. Is TikTok actually rotting our brains? Is it causing confusion? Give us a final thought. Too late. Yeah.
Do you know what brain rot means?
I think so. Yeah. What does brain rot mean?
It means it rots your brain and gives you bad information.
Okay, so it's like bad information. So it's just bad information, would you say?
Well, there's different types of it. There could be good information because, like, you could hear stuff about facts, what could happen.
Is that brain rot? Is that brain rot when you're finding out about facts?
Sometimes.
Why? Because is it too many facts or is it the wrong facts?
It could be a good fact or bad fact.
Okay, come and join us. This is Talkaoke. We're talking about are our brains getting rotten? Yeah, go on. We're talking about brain rot. Is there good and bad brain rot?
Your brain rot.
I'm brain rot. Oh no.
TikTok. Do you have Snapchat?
No, I don't have Snapchat. Do you have Snapchat?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have Snapchat?
Do you know what batty means?
I think I'm familiar. Yeah.
Do you know what Gyat means?
Yes, we've been through that.
we talked about this. This little girl said, "Do you know what gyat means?"
Yeah.
And we answered it.
But is what our question is: are we disappearing up our own gyats with all of these words? All these new words.
You know what bunda means?
Bunda. Is that a bad word?
I do not know.
Okay, don't know. Is that a bad word? I need some help here. Bunda. Bad word? Is that a bad word?
No. My year 3 teacher said you're not allowed to say all them other words. You just have to say bunda.
She can explain what bunda means.
Okay. All right. Do we really want to go there though? That's the question. Do we want to go there?
Yeah. She knows all about this.
Yeah.
Can you say I have gyat?
No, not really. But because I don't feel like that's the right direction of the conversation. What we're talking about is the internet rotting our brain, and that's what we're thinking. You say yes, Mason.
Yes, because when your brain is getting rotten, it gives your brain bad information of what it's doing to you.
Okay. Give us a final thought before you go. You're bored, okay? What is going to make life more interesting for you? Give us a final thought. Come on.
Life would make more interesting if I got cotton candy.
Okay, some more carbohydrates, yeah? Give us a final thought.
Oh no.
Is the internet rotting our brains, or is it just providing us with a whole vocabulary of new words?
Rotting.
What's that?
Rotting.
Rotten. Okay. All right. It is rotting our brains. Okay. So that seems to be the consensus around the table. Give us a final thought, people. Give us a final thought.
Big gap.
Yeah.
Big willies. Big fun.
Okay. I think that is fair enough proof. How you doing? You all right? We're talking about, is the internet rotting our brains? And the consensus seems to be yes. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes, and you say yes? We need some new participants. Come and join us. We'll play a theme tune as well to make it more appealing.
On the side.
You can park the buggy. You're back. You come back. I mean, at the moment, the consensus around the table.
Came back because she's got Riz.
Because she's got Riz, exactly.
People need me here.
Yeah, we need you here, definitely. But the question, hang on, let me just get rid of that. The question is the internet rotting our brains? And Mason says yes.
Well, it depends, because some can be like risky, and then some can actually save our lives. Like on the internet. Remember that day when we had that alarm? We had that alarm for like war. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually gonna help us someday.
Okay.
And that's on the internet.
Okay, so the internet can tell you about if there's a war, if there's an emergency. Come and join us. We've got Christopher, we've got Mason, we've got Anne-Marie, we've got, what's your name?
Jana.
Jana?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly, and I'm Mikey. Come and join us. Is the internet rotting our brain? Is it actually helpful telling us if there's a war?
Yeah.
That's what Anne-Marie says. Yeah.
I want to ask Anne-Marie, how does she know what's right and what's wrong? Like, how do you decide that?
Because there's a lot of information out there. Mason was saying some of it is facts, some of it is bad facts. So how do you know what's a good fact, what's right or wrong?
Well, you can actually know stuff because sometimes, if it's you can kind of tell, because sometimes it's like it just looks fake. Like some people say bananas. Just an example. People might say bananas come alive, and like I feel like you would know that that's wrong.
Okay, so sometimes it's kind of obvious when it's fake. Come and join us. We've got Christopher, we've got Mason, we've got Kelly, we've got Jana, we've got Anne-Marie. Give us a final thought.
Learn more.
Learn more. Okay, that's a really good point. I'm going to give you a round of applause for that. Okay, we've got a new face. Tell us your name.
Riley.
Riley, so I mean, we're talking about, is the internet actually useful? Anne-Marie, who's just gone, said, yeah, we can find out when there's a war going on or something like that. So it's kind of useful. But Mason is saying it's just full of bad facts and brain rot. So any thoughts on it, Riley?
The internet can be seen as useful, however there is also a lot of negative sides on it as well.
How do you manage to avoid the negative?
Usually there is no way of avoiding it, but like try and talk to the people you know and not people you don't know, and like make sure the website's a trusted site.
Okay, so talk to people that you know and trust. That's a really good point. And go from there.
Yeah, I think ever since the internet's been in the picture, I think we've been talking about these things. It's like how much more careful do we have to be is like the question, no?
Okay, well,
yeah.
I mean,
he looks like he has a very important point.
Know about how to be careful. How do we know how to be careful?
Because if you go on a site, a site could be a good or it could be bad. Say like someone went on the internet and he found this app, they pressed it and they got hacked. That could be bad.
How do you know what apps to download and what not to download?
So if some apps show the ages, they show the ages what you have to be to play that game.
Yeah. Okay. So it's about the age limit. We're talking about does the internet rot your brain? Any thoughts on that? You say no. How you doing? You all right? Come and join us. We have got Christopher. We've got Riley. We've got Mason. What's your name?
Bell.
Bell Ram. Okay. Come and do you go on the internet? Come and join us. Come on. Come and join us as well. Come and have a seat. We're talking about, what do you think about the internet? Do you go on the internet?
Peso.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, so yes. You do go on the internet. Did you say no?
I'm saying he doesn't.
Okay, well, what we're talking about is, does the internet actually do any good? What do you think?
Cook, chuckle.
Okay. Okay, so tell us your names again. What was it? It was a Bob here, wasn't there? And Bob, Jake, James, Jack. Okay, and what was it? What's your name?
Peppa Pig.
Anyway, so it seems like we have to go online. There's no choice because that's where everything's happening. So how do we avoid going on the wrong sites? Going to the getting hacked, as Mason says.
You could put like parental guidance on your like phone or whatever.
Right. Have you got that on your phone?
Yeah. Got parental.
Have you got parental? Have you got a phone?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's the sound effects pads. Give us all a round of applause. That's that one there. Anyway, I'm just going to move this out of the way because sound effects are like chili sauce. You know, you can have a little bit of it and it's tasty. But anyway, do you go online, and how do you know how to be safe online? I'll take that as a you don't know.
Punch him in the face and say, "You're a paedophile."
How do you know who is the paedophile? Okay, obviously you don't know. So, what do you think on this side? Any thoughts?
I think the internet might be okay for some people, and if you secretly buy something on the internet that you're not supposed to have, and your parents don't know, the site would make sure that if you are like maybe not. I don't know how to explain it.
Hang on a sec.
Do you know what gathers mean?
What means?
Gaffers.
No, there's a whole new language. Do you know what does it mean?
Police.
What?
Police.
Oh, the police. There we go.
Do you know what pigs mean?
Yes.
What?
Hang on. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. Oh. Anyway, yeah, of course I know what.
Pig. Do you know Peppa Pig?
Yes.
Five.
Yes.
Georgie Pig. Tripped on wire, Willie to fire.
Hang on a sec. There's 2 rules in Talkaoke. No fighting, no singing. But there is going to be some karaoke on the main stage later on if you want to do some singing. Anyway, where are we going to go with this conversation? Christopher, any ideas? Any thoughts?
I think we've got moved past the internet.
Yeah, we've got to
Right. Well, how would you spend your day? Like, what would you do if you didn't have the internet?
If I had no day of the internet, I would go to the park, get fresh air, read a book, play a game.
Okay, so you're talking about going to the park. I guess you in the park now. Do you need internet now?
No, we have to be ourselves outside.
Okay, so we're talking about what do you do if you don't have internet? Have you ever been in a situation where you've not had internet?
Yeah, there have been several times that I've been in a hurry and I've left my phone at home. Yeah. And so I've just spent the whole day without my phone and it's been perfect.
Was it okay?
Yeah, I mean, if I know my route around and I don't need anything else, I've got my wallet and keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the longest you've been without a phone?
24 to 48 hours, something like that.
Okay.
I went 1 week without internet.
What did you do?
I sat there bored.
You got bored? Are there things you can do to not get bored without internet?
Possibly not.
Possibly not, okay.
Go on holiday.
Go on holiday? Okay. Where would you go on holiday?
To the Maltese.
Go to Malta?
I've been there.
Okay. Okay, what?
Norfolk.
We went
Norfolk,
there too.
okay, yeah.
I'd say like you could go outside play football with your friends or something.
Yeah, okay, so you can play football. Would it be a tragedy?
What if you had no friends?
Okay, you may well have no friends if you've been on the internet too long.
Hey, wait, but what if you don't have a football?
Or if you don't have a football. Okay. All right, what do people think about life without internet? Is it possible to have fun? Is it boring? Riley?
It is possible to have fun because you can always just go out with your mates, go out on a walk. As well as in the older generations, people went out without a phone, no internet, no nothing, and they still found a way to amuse themselves.
Okay. Have you ever been out without your phone, without internet? And what was it like? Maybe we need someone from the older generation to explain what it was like back in the day.
Yeah,
you are. How old are you?
I'm 5.
Okay, come and join us. What was life like before phones? That's what we want to know. Because, come tell us about it. Because we've got these young people. They're worried about not having the internet. But would you be bored without the internet? And when you didn't have a phone, did you get bored? Come and tell us about it.
Oh, it's not on the page. We used to write letters.
Right.
They're pen pals.
Yeah.
You had to go to a telephone box.
Yeah.
If you wanted to phone anyone and wait in the queue.
What is a telephone box?
It's a big red thing.
Okay, so you go to this big red box, and you make a call from there.
Yes. Yeah, you put your money in, and then you press button B, and you get your money back.
Oh, you used to be able to reverse charges as well, so that's what I used to do to Mum all the time when I was out with no money.
Okay, so you were out without a telephone. What is it? Come and sit down. We have got Christopher, we've got Riley, we've got Mason, we have got Mr. Bean. You were before. What's the question?
Is my dog cute?
Okay, but what about if you didn't have a phone? How could you show me a picture of your dog?
I could use my brain.
Okay, you could use your brain, use your imagination.
Take a picture before the internet goes off. Yeah, great idea.
Okay. I mean, how did you show people pictures of your dog? Have you got a dog?
No, we never. They had to come round your house to look at them.
Yeah.
Okay, so back in the day, you couldn't just say, "Look at my dog." You'd have to actually go round someone's house.
You'd have to invite people round.
Yeah, it was much more sociable then, and kids were out playing all the time, and you used to just come home when the lights came on at night.
Okay, so I mean, are we less sociable now? Come and join us. We have got.
No, we are definitely less sociable than we was in them days, yeah. And aunts and uncles all used to come round on a Saturday evening for drink and meet up and all that, so much more sociable.
Okay, so are we less sociable now? Thank you. Final thought, Riley?
I feel like we are less sociable due to the internet, and when we find that we think we're incapable without the internet doing stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we needed to be testing ourselves a bit more, like Christopher did when he forgot his phone.
Move on to a different subject.
sure.
It's called Brawl Stars.
What do you want to talk about?
Brawl Stars. Yeah, it's a game. I got this from here. It's a star drop. It's basically back in 2017, I think.
Yeah.
There's this or something. There are these characters, and they're called brawlers. And there's this game called Brawl Stars. It used to be called like something else, and then something else before the name. And then there were these mega boxes, and these brawl boxes, and these small boxes. But they got removed, sadly. And now we have. And there's been so many updates, and there's like 82 characters. Brawlers, and you fight. Brawl, and then there's so many different modes. But I think they removed two. Yeah. And
Why did they remove two?
And the best. I don't know. I don't know if they. And
What's the name of the game?
Brawl Stars.
Brawl Stars.
Yeah. I was playing it today, and it was like he grinds. Yeah, I grind. Grinding means like play again, and play again. And then I got 4 star drops, and anyways, didn't you get a legendary? Show them the picture. Yeah.
Are you familiar with this game, Mason?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with it?
No.
Is it going to be the next big thing, Brawl Stars?
This is Brawl Stars. And there's this. Don't steal my phone. And this is the game.
I can't really see that.
Don't steal my phone.
Maybe you'll have to, Christopher will have to look at it. And okay, that's a new game.
It's very old.
It's very old. It's from 2017. It's super old.
I don't know. It might be from like 2016. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You can go on the news. There's a news button, and then you can vote. 12 star drops or.
How did you find out about it?
12 star drops. He told me about it. Yeah, I told him.
Okay. How did you find out about it? How did you find out about it?
I forgot. I just downloaded it because.
Okay. How did you know it was? I know we're going back onto games again, but.
I kind of quit for like I just left the game for like 2 or 1 year, and then when I came back, the mega boxes were gone. But before that, it was season 6, and now it's season 29.
How did you know that it was okay, that it was a safe game to play?
Because my mum told me that viruses are always the way.
Okay. So you're. Yeah.
Because my cousin is 3 and he got it and he's playing it.
He's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's.
He's getting some characters. Wait, what characters does he have? I think it's like Shelly. I don't know who else. He has Shelly. That's one of the. And then he's gonna get like some more characters until you get to like 1980. I have 32.
Okay, so you've got 32 characters. But I mean, when we're coming to this question about.
The strongest baller is Frank the Tank. Yeah. He has a massive hammer and he goes boom, 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 boom.
You seem excited by that. Have you heard of Frank the Tank?
No, I do not know what that is.
Okay. Are you interested to go on this game?
No.
No, okay. So, I mean, in a way, this links to our subject, which is what happens if you've got no internet? Will you get bored? And it's.
This is Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank, let's have a look.
This is Frank. Oh, oopsie.
Yeah. It's too dark for me. I can't see it. Show it to Christopher. He's going to be. Go on. You have to describe it. Come around here, or Christopher, go around. Have you heard of Frank the Tank?
This is Frank.
No. Okay.
He has like big hands, like to hold the hammer, and then it goes like his super. There's like a super that charges, and his super is to freeze people. Yeah, it's like 2 seconds to freeze. No, 5.
Okay. Can you any observations about Frank the Tank?
The best brawler in the game.
Can you show me Frank the Tank?
There.
Frank the Tank's like it's like King Kong meets Ninja Turtle meets Purple Man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Frank the Tank. See, can you see it?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, right. Now I can see. Yeah. Thank you. That's finally, but I don't think my eyesight is good enough to play any of these games.
The baddest baller. No.
So we've got some new customers. Come and join us. So we have got Eloise. We've got. Oh, it's gone again. And we have got. Tell us your name.
Elsie.
And
Joey.
Elsie, Joey. We've got Mason. Give us a final thought.
I'm gonna get my friend.
Okay. We're talking about if the internet turned off and you had to go outside or do something else. Would it be boring? Would it be fun? Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Yeah. You think it would be fun?
It would be fun, yeah, to go outside, have some fresh air, and be with your mates for a day.
What do you think? If the internet turned off, would it be boring?
No.
You think it would be? What would you do?
Play outside.
Okay, play outside. What would you do if the internet turned off?
Because I play outside like recently.
Yeah.
I would just go outside and have fun.
And what kind of things would you play?
Tag.
Tag?
Football.
Football.
Sleeping lions.
What is that?
It's when someone's a zookeeper and there's 3 people pretend to be lions and pretend to sleep.
Right.
And the zookeeper has to find all 3 of them not being asleep.
Right.
But they have to try not to be seen being awake.
Okay, come and join us. This is Talkaoke Pop-Up Talk Show. We're talking at the moment about what would you do if the internet turned off? Would it be boring? Would it be fun? Most people will say yes, it would be fun. We have got Christopher. We have got Elsie. Is that right? What's your name again?
Joey.
And Joey. And we've got Mason and Mikey. Come and join us. We'll hit you with a round of applause. You don't want to go? Okay. Just quickly tell us, what would you do if the internet turned off? Would you be bored or would you have fun? What would you do? Just grab the mic.
I'd play games, some board games. Do you guys like board games?
What are they?
Board games, do you know what board games are? Yeah, they still know, they still know. We'd have fun and jokes as a family and friends, invite the friends over. Do you think that's a good idea? Yeah. Just have a bit of downtime away from...
things to do.
Definitely.
Come and join us.
Yeah. You coming, Rick? What would you do? What would you do?
We're talking about what would you do if the internet turned off? Would you be bored? Would you have fun? Come and have a seat. We have got Christopher. We have got Elsie. We've got Joey. We've got Mason. And we've got... What's your name?
My name is Ricardo.
Ricardo, come and have a seat. So, what would you do if the internet turned off?
I'll be more going talk to people.
Yeah. Do we talk to each other enough?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
We will enjoy life more. I would say we'll enjoy life more regarding.
Yeah.
We don't need certain things to be happy.
Okay.
We just enjoy what we've got.
Okay, we'd be more happy without the internet because we just talk to more people. What do you think about that on this side? Let's get some names as well. What's your name?
Holly.
And what's your name?
Ellie.
Ellie, welcome. Mikey. So would we have more fun if the internet was turned off? Would we talk to people more, Christopher?
Definitely, because we'd have to do something.
We'd have to do something, yeah.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
I think like it's fun. The big lunch, for example, is what you're doing without the internet right now.
It's only once a year.
Yeah, but imagine if there wasn't there was no internet. Maybe you'd do this a little more.
Okay, we'd do more big lunches because people would need it more, I suppose, wouldn't they? I mean, do we need the internet then, or is it just like?
I do think we need it to an extent. It helps. Even this, I didn't know this was on until I went onto Facebook. So to an extent, but I do think there is life without the internet.
Yeah. I mean, earlier on today we were hearing all the different new words and new terms that the young people have got. I'm not going to go through it all. I'm sure some of it is probably offensive language, but nevertheless, it's a whole world out there. And there was a divided opinion about whether it rots people's brains or not among the young people. Some said yes, some said no. We're learning new stuff, we're learning new dances and new words. But, I mean, has it gone too far, I suppose, is the question.
That's the thing, the internet is good, but we overdo it at times. Not even times, 9 out of 10 times we overdo it.
Yeah.
We abuse the internet.
Okay, are we abusing it? Are we overdoing it? Are we using it too much?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are, because if we keep on going on the internet, when we're older and we're really old, we would have think like this. Oh, I wish I was outside playing with my friends. It's been so boring in here.
Okay, so we're going to regret it when we're older because we're going to be bored when we're older. How do we stop older people from getting bored if it's not the internet? And I'm speaking to you as a relatively older person compared to Mason.
Tell me that again. How do
older people stop from getting bored if it's not going on the internet or not going on Facebook, which apparently is an old people's version of TikTok?
No, I don't agree. I think the older generation use less of the internet than the younger generation.
So what are they doing?
I don't know. I think they're watching. Well, do you know what? You know, the older. Well, let's talk about my parents. They stay at home a lot and they rely on TV. But a lot of the TV stream through the internet, Netflix, YouTube, etc. So they aren't actually relying on some sort of internet.
But they're more watching Netflix and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do think there's
older people to do.
Yeah, 100%. I do. I mean, apart from going out to the pub or the restaurant, which is an expense. There's not much for the older generation, to be fair, as well as the younger generation.
Okay, we're talking about, is that aside from the internet, we've moved on from the internet, what else is there to do for older people, for younger people? Festivals, okay. All right. Oops, wrong button. I meant to do. Okay, so there's festivals. What is there to do for older people? Is there enough for the
older people, they could do bingo.
Bingo, okay. Bingo, okay, that's
all the time?
Yeah.
Do you expect older people to do bingo all the time?
Okay. Okay.
And then what should they do on the other days?
Okay.
They could teach their grandchildren or children to learn how to cook, be responsible for something.
Okay, so do some cooking, look after some young people. Do you ever go around to your grandparents?
I love you.
I love you.
Do you have fun when you go to your grandparents?
Do you have fun when you go to Nana's house?
What do you do when you go to Nana's house?
What do you do at Nana's house? Make cakes.
Make cakes. So back to the thing. Okay. So I mean, is there any cake making happening here? I wouldn't mind a cake actually right now. Have older people got enough to do? Come and join us. Have older people got enough to do around here? That's what we're talking about. You say no. What kind of things could they be doing?
I was just talking about a grow your own for older people, so they can get together in a community and grow your own vegetables and stuff like that in a big area, a big space where we've got obviously the fields to be able to do so.
That's a really good idea. Grow your own vegetables. Yeah, I mean, what do people think about that as an idea?
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I think that's it. And that's the only thing is it's seasonal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of damp, wintry months in this country. So we need to. There's maybe indoor knitting classes, social gatherings. I did see something advertised. I think the end of last year in Stamford Le Hope that they've got a community hall where they get the older generation together. They play Lego. They do chess. They do. They can even bring a drink of alcohol if they want, or have a cup of tea. So I think more social activities like that twice a week, amongst other things that we've spoke about, I think is a good blend. But I do think the younger generation of the teenage generation need more youth clubs. I mean, we're from London, and in London it's very accommodating for the teenagers. Here there doesn't seem to be any money in it, so I think that lacks massively, and I think that's where a lot of crime comes from.
Okay, so more stuff for teenagers. Come and join us. This is Talkaoke. We have got. Okay, give us a final thought before you go.
Final thought. You only live once, so live the life you enjoy.
Okay, all right. Are you off as well, Ricardo?
Yes, I am off. I like the big lunch. It's a good idea. Hopefully next year, same time as well. Same place, same time.
Should there be more cakes in the big lunch?
Yeah, more food, barbecue going. Just a little bit more. Yeah.
And more advertisement. More advertising. There's no signs to say this is going on. Again, it was relied on social media. So if you're not on social media, which there are people that are not, they wouldn't have known.
Okay, how do you know this is going on? How did you know about this?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. We'll hit you a round of applause. How did you...
What's going on?
This is Talkaoke Pop-Up Talk Show. At the moment we're talking about, aside from the internet, have people got enough to do, like, of all ages, like older people, younger people, middle-aged people, have they got enough to do? That's what we're talking about at the moment.
Also, like, what to do, like, just in real life.
Yeah. What would you say? Oh, tell us your names as well. We've got Mason, we've got...
Theo. Ashley. Cameron.
Christopher.
And I'm Mikey. So what are your ideas? What was your name again? Sorry?
Theo.
Theo, what's your names? I mean, what's your ideas? Sorry.
Like, just like look on social media to see like any events and stuff.
So more events. What kind of events do you like doing?
Like, just like bouncy castles and stuff.
Okay. Hang on. Wrong button. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, there we go. There's the. Okay. You can't hear that because it's the moo sound, but there is a boing somewhere. No? Oh, there it is. Finally, I got the bouncy castle. Right. Mason, give us a final thought before you go. Anyway, come and join us. We're talking about, is there enough stuff for people to do in this area of all ages? What kind of things? We had the bouncy castle. What would you like to do in the area?
I think there should be like more stuff like bouncy castles.
Yeah, okay. Which one was it? Okay.
Yeah. And probably some bouncy castle slides.
So definitely bouncy castles is very big around here. What would you like to do if there was more stuff to do?
He just joined us. I would like to go on like the biggest thing there was.
Yeah. What, like a ride or something like that?
Like a roller coaster.
Okay, should there be a roller coaster in Corringham? Yeah. What you're looking sceptical?
That's my mum.
Okay.
And his name is also Henry.
Okay, all right. So what, is there enough stuff to do? Is there enough stuff to do in Corringham?
He's my friend.
Okay. One of the things we talked about is if people got off the internet for a change, maybe they would go and meet their friends more. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
Yes.
And what would you like to do in Corringham?
Just like get food.
Food, okay. What do you think? Is there enough stuff for people to do in Corringham? Come and join us. There's no age limit.
That's my mum.
Come on, Mum. Come and join us. What's that? There's not enough to do. Christopher, get that mic out there.
I don't want to be on the camera. There could be better park facilities with food and toilet facilities. I think if there were toilet facilities available around the parks, then you'd get a lot more people spending a lot more time here.
Okay, so just invest in the parks a bit more.
Absolutely, yeah.
Better toilets, better food in the park. That's going to get the park a bit more lively. Are there any toilets here today? That's a good question. We should have asked this before.
No.
There's one. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's locked. Okay, that's definitely a. Okay, what do you think? Is there enough stuff for people to do in Corringham?
Need more dog parks.
More stuff for dogs.
You need a dog park. We've got a load of fields.
What would a dog park be? How's a dog park different from this park, for instance?
I don't know why.
Slide.
What's that?
I can't see my dog going down the slide.
Oh. I've seen a dog. I'm going back to the internet. I've seen that on the internet. But anyway, go on. Yeah, go on.
I just think
Yeah.
There should be one of them places where you just can let your dog free in Corringham. Because
Okay,
there's,
so like a dog running area.
yeah, like just all gated off and just
So
like
dogs
it can
can
just
run and enjoy
like and train and just enjoy themselves.
How about a dog race
Yeah.
to see which is the fastest dog?
Okay, a dog race, that would be quite good. We could commentate on it as well.
Question. The dog need. That dog needs to get. That dog doesn't even have to know how to jump.
I've heard the dog.
I mean, could we have a dog education centre in the park to teach the dog to jump?
Are we on TV right now?
We're on this TV, although, look, the camera, I think, needs repointing there. Christopher, can you do the honours for us?
It is TV like filmed.
Yes, and if you want, we're going to put it online. That's our cards onto this website. Do you want to be on TV?
I think it will be a good experience, yeah.
It'll be a good experience. What would you like to do on TV?
I know. I need to be on TV.
What would you like to do on TV?
Like do some TikTok dances.
Do some TikTok. Aren't you already doing that on TikTok?
A YouTube video.
You want to make a YouTube
I want to set up a YouTube.
I'm gonna be on TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. Doing what?
Magic tricks. Magic tricks and dancing.
Okay. Do you want to be on TV or on TikTok?
Yeah, I could be on TV.
What would you do on TV?
I would love to be on a game show.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you know.
I've got music for that.
Yeah. I want to win the money, like sort of game show.
So you're not more interested in winning some money?
Yeah, like be on a game show, quiz the hell out of something, and then win lots of money.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay. What do you think about that? Would you like to be on a game show and win lots of money?
Yeah.
And no.
No.
Yes.
No? Why
Yes.
not?
No. Yes. I do.
Because I'm not good at games, so I can't win or nothing.
I would personally, because I just think you might as well try. If you don't win money, then just try another game show.
Okay, so you could actually have a bit of fun on a game. Would you like to be on TV? That's what we're talking about at the moment. And would you be on a game show and win lots of money? You're not into that? Actually, we started talking about.
I want some money. I want to be rich.
Actually, there's a competition going on over on the other corner. I think it's a dancing competition later on, so you might be able to win some money, I think.
No, it's in the middle of here.
Not enough money.
Okay, so you know about this already?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Is it starting now?
I don't think it's starting yet, but let's just keep an ear out for when it happens.
Like, I just think, like, you might as well just take every opportunity to win.
Okay, so you've got to take the opportunities when they come. Yeah.
Why can dogs not jump sometimes?
Okay, that's a good. Christopher, do you know the answer to that?
I think dogs jump all the time.
Okay, so they do jump quite a lot of the time. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
You just need to train them to jump the way you want to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. How do you want the dogs to jump?
You know, this is how I jump all the time in my school. You just bend your knees and put your arms back, then jump forward, then do that same pose.
Keep your legs together. And also, I don't have a dog, so I pretty much don't know how much they jump.
I mean, would you like to have a dog?
Yes, because I wanted dogs. My cat died because it was 90 something years old. So now I want a dog.
Okay, we're talking about dogs. Do your dogs jump? They can jump. Okay, come and talk about it. Should there be a special place in the park for dogs? That's what people have been saying. Come over here. Okay, let's give this person a round of applause. Tell us your name and tell us your dog's name.
My name's Lisa, and this is Lexi.
Okay. Do you think there should be a place in the park for dogs?
I think they should have a special place for dogs that aren't very social.
Right.
But there should also be allowances for careful dog owners that look after their dogs and, you know, train them. So.
Okay. I mean, one of the things we were talking about is dog training because, what's your name again?
Cameron.
Cameron's very disappointed that his dog doesn't jump enough. And is it? Oh, you don't have a dog. It's somebody else's dog. But we came across the point that maybe there should be more dog training going on for dogs.
Yes, possibly. I think the cost of dog training is probably putting off people.
How much does it cost to train a dog?
It's quite expensive. It's per hour. It's usually about £40 an hour.
Wow, okay.
So at least on average.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, if there were like community
Like
things
a dog
where
training session.
yeah, or even just getting people used to dogs that don't usually have a dog.
Okay, so it almost could be like a meet and greet for dogs, couldn't it? Yeah. Okay, what were you going to say?
Like I said earlier, there should be more places like where dogs can just run around and and also it should be cheaper for you to train your dog because your dog might be like vicious and stuff, but how are you going to train it if you don't have enough money to train it?
Okay, that's a really good point. I'm going to give that a round of applause. But would you come to a get to know the dogs of the area day?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Would you? Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to give you a round of applause. Would you come to a dog day?
What do you mean?
Well, I think it as far
In a race. I want to be in a race one time.
in a dog race.
No, just in a normal race.
Okay, so you want to see more sporting events. What we're talking about is the idea of having... Come and join us. Yes!
I want to do a brain
Would you come to a dog day? That's what we're talking about.
I want to do a brain test.
Yeah.
I want to do a brain test. I am very smart, so that means you have to test your brain, how smart you are.
Okay, so should there be more stuff in the park testing your brain? Are you off? Give us a final thought.
More. Hold on.
What would you like to see more of in the park?
More like
It's already going.
like stuff to play on, more just like more like stuff for dogs.
Yeah.
And more like
More lights.
no, more like I don't know, just more stuff for dogs.
Just more stuff. Okay. Yep.
I think you should have maybe there should be a little tent, but it's for gymnastics.
Okay, a tent for gymnastics. That's a really good idea. Okay.
I got something.
Bye bye. Thanks very much. Are you off? Give us a final thought. You can take the cards.
I got something.
Do we need a brain test? Earlier on we had someone doing a brain test, but it was maths.
Brain test. I want to do a brain test. I want to see how smart my brain is.
Okay, the challenge earlier on was what is 3 times 155 divided by 8?
Well, I know a very hard question.
Yeah.
968 times 468 plus and is divided by 8 minus 6 plus 1.
Okay, that's a really tough one. I don't think I can answer that. Maybe these people can. Come and join us. This is Talkaoke. At the moment we're talking about, should there be more stuff going on in the park? What kind of things?
Yes. I want a brain test.
Some brain tests. Should there be some more things to test people's brain in the park? Earlier on we were talking about, does the internet rot people's brains, especially the minds of young people, with TikTok and all the new words. But then we moved on to what actually activities could young people do that's away from the internet, and we're talking about a lot of dog stuff. What else were we talking about, Christopher?
We were talking about TikTok, we were talking about new languages that have developed.
No, but I mean things that were not on TikTok. What other activities do people come up with?
People have been talking about roller coasters and private places to train their dogs, not parks. And they've been talking about more games in the park.
Yeah, that's right.
More big lunches.
More events. You're off already. Come and sit down. Come and get involved in this. I have to do a quick round of names again. We've got Christopher. What's your name?
Henry,
And I don't even watch TikTok.
You don't watch TikTok? Okay, that's good. What's your name?
Harrison.
Harrison and
Dylan.
Dylan. Eloise and
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Come and sit down. There's no age limit on Talkaoke. Anyone can sit down. You don't have to. Yeah.
My name is Cruz.
Cruz. Okay. Fair enough. You can be anyone you want to be on Talkaoke. Is there enough stuff for people to do in Corringham? That's what we were talking about at the moment. You say no.
Actually, my name is Bruno because that's my dog's name, and his name is Cruz because that's his cat's name.
I will say I will get confused with these continual name changes, but I'll do my best. So Cruz, and what's that?
Strawberry water.
Okay, excellent. Right, okay. We're going to stick with Cruz at the moment, but what do people think about? I'm going to pass it on to you over here. Tell us your name as well.
Vi.
Vi. Do you think there's enough stuff for people to do in Corringham?
No. No.
What would you like to see?
More like back to the youth clubs and things like that.
Yeah, because earlier on actually somebody said, they were from London, they said in London there's loads of youth clubs, but then now they've moved here, there's no youth clubs, there's nothing for teenagers to do. Yeah, go on.
I got something to say.
Yeah, go on.
So when my home with Mum, someone over there is actually also going to London.
Okay.
Today.
Would you like to go to London?
Yes.
Okay, so should there be more trips to London?
I've been to London 2 times.
You've been to London 2 times. What did you do?
I went to the London Zoo and
You went to the zoo, okay.
London Museum.
And the London Museum, okay.
Can we talk about Brawl Stars again?
About what?
Brawl Stars again.
We've kind of been through that. Come and join us. We're talking about, is there enough stuff for young people to do? Which is, what's that?
I used to live in London.
Where did you live?
I live in London. I was born in Chelsea. And
how does Corringham compare to London? Is it better or is it worse?
I don't know.
You're not sure? Okay. What do you think? Is London better or is Corringham better?
London's better.
Why?
More to do. Museums and I don't know what else, but there's always something to do. Nice parks, lovely parks, beautiful parks.
The best thing for me is also London as well. I just like London.
Okay, so you you just like it. Could you make Corringham more like London? And would you want to?
Well, you can't really replicate the historic buildings and that, so you know.
All the activities you took.
Yeah, because the parks have activities, don't they?
Yeah.
When you go through them, especially on a nice Sunday afternoon. More people sitting at picnics and barbecues. Well, maybe not barbecues, but more social.
Okay, so it's a bit more social there. Could you make Corringham more social? It feels pretty social today, I've got to say.
Can we talk about candy?
Candy? What do you want to say?
Can we talk about how Reese's Pieces is bad and Chewy Skittles is the best?
What's the best?
Chewy Skittles. It's Skittles with no shell.
Okay. Skittles with no shell. Have you ever had that?
No, I've never had Skittles with no shell.
Yeah.
I love biscuits as well. I love them.
Okay. Is it healthy food though?
Yeah. If you shape broccoli into if you eat a gummy broccoli, then you get really strong.
Okay, so you can turn broccoli into sweets. Is that what you're saying?
Vegetable sweets. We can have vegetables.
You have never watched Christmas Chronicles?
No.
It's in the second movie. They bring the children back, and the food is it's all cakes and stuff and treats, but it's actually healthy.
Okay, so it is possible to have healthy cakes. I don't know, I fancy a cake right now. A lot of people have been talking about baking cakes, and there should be more of it. But can you have a healthy cake?
Do you like coffee? Yeah.
I like coffee, yeah.
Coffee cake?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind one of those. Do you like coffee?
Yeah.
Do you like coffee?
Yeah.
Do you like coffee?
No.
No?
I love coffee.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a coffee actually. Is there anywhere here we can get a coffee or a coffee cake?
Greg's.
Greg's? Is there a Greg's here? All right. Okay, maybe it's time to break for lunch. I don't know.
I know how to get a coffee. There's one there.
I didn't see it. I did have a coffee earlier on. I've got the remains of a coffee cup in my van. But anyway, where are we going to go with this conversation? Yes, I've got a coffee cup in the van. But where we?
Get the coffee cup from the van.
But what's the point if there's no coffee? Anyway, this is not about me. This is about you.
I'll get some mud, get some grass, smash it in there, and get some and pour it in to
make a kind of coffee. Okay, so we're talking about coffee right now. There's enough seats. All right, give us a final thought before you go.
See you a bit later.
Okay, yeah, we're here all afternoon, so if you come up with something you want to talk about, do come. At the moment we're talking about, I suppose there's a few things. We're talking about healthy foods, we're talking about candy. Can you get healthy candy? What about coffee? Can you get coffee? Yeah.
Have you ever tried Reese's Cups?
Tried what?
Reese's Cups.
Have you tried it?
Yeah. Reese's Cups, but I think it's a little too sweet because it's got like a Mikey, I think you would like it because it's got like peanut butter and chocolate around it. Yeah.
I don't like it actually. I find it too sweet. I like sweet things, but that's too sweet. It actually, just even thinking about it's hurting my teeth.
I like it.
Yeah, you like Reese's Cups?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Can you get them around here?
Yeah.
What is the best? Because I'm thinking about lunch. What's the best food you can get around here?
McDonald's.
Is there a McDonald's here?
No. Oh, cool. No. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Do you like tuna?
Tuna?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so where are we going to go with this? I'm gonna. Do I like broccoli? Yes. Anyway, so we're talking. I don't know. Where do we want to go with this conversation? Do you want to talk? Yeah. Go.
I'll talk.
Yeah. Go. What do you want to talk about?
Not healthy food.
Okay. I mean, is healthy food being forced on young people? Are they eating enough? Too much? Too little?
No, I would eat McDonald's every day if I could.
Yeah, really? Why?
Because it's just too good.
Where is the closest McDonald's to here?
On the A13.
Okay, I think we drove past that, didn't we? That McDonald's.
I know.
I noticed that.
Do you like men?
Do I like men? Yeah, of course I like men. Do you like men?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I am a man.
Okay, is it okay to like men if you're a man?
Yeah, you can like men, because what about your dad?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
Question. We both. Okay. English or Spanish?
What do you mean?
English or Spanish?
English or Spanish? What?
English or Spanish?
I've got to say one. Okay. All right. English.
Whoever moves first is gay.
Okay. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, of course it is.
Is it bad to be gay? Why?
It's not because I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay. We're talking about gay. Is it bad to be gay?
Yes.
Why?
I'm joking.
Okay. Is it? But
Are you gay?
me? No, I'm not gay. No.
Are you gay? Gay boy? Gay boy?
I'm not. But is it bad to be gay?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't like LGBTQ because they're gay.
Okay, but what's the problem with LGBTQ? And
I like it when you're straight, not bent. Do you have a girlfriend?
me? Yes, I do. Yes. I have a crush. Yes. Okay. Okay, but I mean, we're talking about gay. Is it bad to be gay? What is it?
Yeah, it's really bad. Because your dad's a boy and you're a boy. Imagine if you date your dad.
Okay. All right. Okay. We just it's like the chili sauce. Yeah. I think we're only going to do voices. We're only going to do voices. Okay. We'll check it out. I think it's time. I think it's. Okay. I want to hear it first.
Wait.
Okay. And Okay, I think it's time for lunch. Let's just get some final thoughts before we go. Give us a final thought.
I don't know actually.
What we're talking about, is there enough for people to do in Corringham? And what could you do?
You should change the park.
To what?
Like a theme park. Theme park.
To a theme park?
Oh, I know. Swimming pool.
Change it, swimming pool, theme park. If you're going to change the park, how would you change it? You like it as is?
You could put McDonald's Subway. You can have a mall in here. Yeah, like.
Okay, McDonald's. Yeah.
Slip and slide.
Slip and slide. Yeah.
Do you have a mall?
A mall.
A mall.
A mall.
Do you have a mall?
I would say probably no. Anyway, look, we've got, come and join us. This is Talkaoke Pop-Up Talk Show. So have a sit down, people. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We need a chair. We need a chair. No, we need a chair for the mayor. We've got a chair over here. Okay. Okay, so this is Talkaoke Pop-Up Talk Show. One of the things we've been talking about is there enough to do in Corringham? Would you change the park? Let's just get a round of names. Give us your name. I'll come back to you. Give us your name.
Jude. Ivy. Helby.
What's your name?
What? Jack Berry. No. Sean Berry.
Okay.
Tyrone.
And
Jamal.
What's your name?
Karen Raper, Mayor of Thurrock.
Oh, right.
He's remembered his name.
My name's Karen Jr.
Karen Jr. Okay, Karen. Can you tell us what you're wearing? What is?
I'm wearing the chains of office for the Mayor of Thurrock. I'm the 50th mayor we've had.
Wow.
This thing at the bottom says Thurrock. From Thurrock via the Thames to the world. What I've noticed is some people haven't managed to master the art of taking turns to speak, have they, Karen Jr.? No, but I'm sure you're one of them.
Can you sit down as well, because this is a seated.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé. Okay. Come and join us. So one of the things we were talking about is there enough to do?
I didn't say your name. Well, I did, but it was fake name.
Okay.
Bend over.
Okay, can I just call you Ben? Is that okay? Mr. Dover. All right. Okay. But we've got the mayor here, and I think the mayor would like to find out what people want.
Impolite young man.
I think that.
So why don't you tell me why did you feel the need to say I wasn't the mayor? Go on. I believe it. You don't believe it? Okay.
Sit down. But one of the things we were talking about earlier on is how do we know what to believe and what not to believe?
You're right, because there's lots of news that's not true. So go on, tell me why else. Go on, this is interesting. Tell me the other reasons.
Why do you suspect that this is not the mayor?
Because she's disrespectful.
I don't think so. I think she's been very respectful. Sit down if you want to talk. And there's no singing on Talkaoke. There will be some singing over there on the other side. Come and sit down. So we're talking about. There's a couple of things on the table. One is how do you know who to believe? How do we know that you are the mayor? And
imitation chains, mightn't I?
Well, you've gone to a lot of effort.
I have. Let's hear. Go on. What's your opinion?
I believe you're the mayor.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And is there anything you'd like to ask the mayor?
How much is that on your neck?
How much? I don't know. It's not as valuable as it looks, but it is very important because it's the symbol of Thurrock. So, yeah.
You've got a question?
Is it real gold?
Not all of it. No, not all of it.
Is there anything you'd like to ask about what you do to be what you need to do to be the mayor? How do you get to be the mayor? All these kind of things. Would you like to ask the mayor any questions? Tell us your name.
Arnie.
Would you like to ask the mayor any questions?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's not often you get the mayor here on a talk show in Corringham. It's a very unusual, if not unique, occasion.
I think Michael Bublé was going to ask me a question.
Michael, have you got a question?
What's your question? Come on.
Got to lose store brand now. Okay,
I don't think any of us understand that. But earlier on, we were talking about the internet language that young people have learnt from TikTok. Have you got any questions to ask the mayor?
Are you actually the mayor though?
Yes, I am.
I've never seen such scepticism when someone comes claiming to be the mayor.
But on the school trip, I saw the mayor and it weren't you.
Okay.
Because we have in Thurrock, they have a different mayor each year. We're elected. Every member of the council has to vote, and if you get enough votes, you become mayor. And you have to already be a councillor. So I'm a councillor for Tilbury.
Right. Okay.
I went to Gray's one. The Grays.
Right. And did you see a very tall mayor? A lady that was quite tall.
You're quite tall.
Okay.
That was Councillor Little, and she was the mayor last year.
So she's tall, but she's called Councillor Little.
Yes.
And what does a councillor do? Because I sort of feel like not everyone really knows what you do, even though they're very disbelieving about your mayorhood. I feel like they don't actually know what you do. So maybe you could just tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, people who are councillors are elected by the general public. You vote. We have elections. You know, we've just had an election and got a new government. Well, we have local elections as well. And I stood, I'm a member for the Labour Party, and I stood in Tilbury St Chad's and was lucky enough to be elected. And then last year I was lucky enough to be re-elected. And I represent people. People come to me with concerns and so on. And the stuff I do as councillor is very different to the stuff I do as mayor. Because in Thurrock, mayor is what's called ceremonial. So I come to all these nice events and so on. But I don't have to. When I'm a councillor, I have to. I would deal with people who come to me if there's a problem with fly tipping, or they don't know how to arrange help with their bin collections or their grass cutting and so on.
Okay, Arnie?
I lied. My name's actually Mewing Sigma.
Okay, we've heard about all of this earlier on today. We've been through all the new words that young people talk. But have you got a question for the mayor? Have you got any concerns? We've got a question over here. Yeah.
So is being the mayor important then?
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Apparently, Mayor of Thurrock is as mayor, not me personally, but mayor. Classed as the first citizen of the borough, which is lovely.
How big is the borough? How many people?
I don't know. Thousands upon thousands. Yeah. But the only people who would have seniority over me, apparently, is the Lord Lieutenant of Essex and His Majesty the King. But I haven't seen him in Thurrock, so I've been all right. So that's fine.
Whenever the king is not in Thurrock, this is the most important person in Thurrock. But do you have any concerns, anything you want to ask the mayor? Any questions about Corringham? Earlier on, people were saying there's not enough to do in Corringham. Yeah.
Do you have to move places to be the mayor? Not just stay in Tilbury. Do you go to?
No, I'm the mayor of Thurrock. I'm the mayor of Thurrock. So I go the whole. That's why I'm in Corringham. As mayor, I go everywhere.
You go outside of Thurrock as well?
I do sometimes, and when I do that, I have to wear these. And somebody was talking about the robes. You don't often have to wear the robes, but I'm invited to the Pearly King and Queen. I don't know if you know what that is, of London's Harvest Festival celebration, and for that I'm expected to wear the robes.
Wow,
so
okay.
yeah. So.
All right. Any questions over here?
So you know how you've got sunglasses on? Do you wear them so no one can recognise you?
No, they're so I can see, but they go black. They're so I can see, but they go dark in the sun.
So they are sensitive.
For me to be incognito. Good question.
Any questions for the mayor? There's no age limit on Talkaoke. You can come and join us if you want to. We got a question over here.
Do you like being the mayor?
Okay, is it nice being the mayor?
It's lovely being the mayor because as mayor, I'm invited to lots and lots of things, and they're all happy events, things like this, or I'm invited to give out awards at schools. I'm invited to give out prizes on sports days and things, so it is lovely.
Okay, yeah.
as you're the mayor, do you get treated good or bad?
Well, today I feel like today I feel like it might not be the average day, but generally,
normally, I'm treated extremely well. People are very polite, very helpful. They're always very pleased to see me, but they're not really pleased to see me, the person. Yeah. They're pleased to see the mayor.
That your mayorness gets in the way of you as a person sometimes? No, you can do both.
I can do both.
Okay, got a question over here.
Can I run for mayor?
Could you run for mayor? Okay. What's your name at the moment?
Mewing Sigma.
Mew.
To run for mayor, first of all, you have to become a local councillor. So you have to have some interest in politics, which everybody should have, because politics isn't the boring stuff they talk about. It affects every bit of life. You know, have you got a swimming pool? Have you got a decent school? And these are all political things. So you really need to think about it. But once you become a councillor, you can then be asked to stand as mayor. And there are 49 councillors in Thurrock, and all 49 of them are asked to vote on whether they want this particular person to be there. And I was elected because I got the majority of votes. So yeah.
So politics isn't just boring stuff. It's about swimming pools and stuff and life. Okay, are you off? Okay. Okay. Let's just get a final thought from our mayor. And there was a question. One more question.
Okay, so you know how you're the mayor and you're important. If you see someone do something bad, you go, don't do that, I'm the mayor. You shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I tried that earlier and it made the person leave. So there we are.
Let's have a huge round of applause for our mayor. Maybe we will see some future mayors around the table. Do you think you might be the mayor in a few years' time?
Not in a few years. Next year.
Is there an age limit on being a mayor?
There's an age limit on being a councillor. You'd have to be able to vote, so you've got to be over 18.
Okay, you've got to be over 18, but as soon as you get over 18, you could be the mayor. Okay, let's have a...
I'm 63 years old though.
Well, I think you've definitely doing the right talking to be a politician, because you just say whatever you need to say, which is quite political, yeah.
Can I say something? Can we change the subject now?
Well, we kind of can, but maybe we should just, as we had the mayor there, what do people think? Would you go into politics? Do you think politics is boring still?
I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is? Okay, do you think politics is boring?
What
do you think?
Yeah, because I'm not an adult and I don't really understand it, so...
Okay, so politics is boring if you're not an adult?
Politics are boring.
Okay, what do you think?
I mean, I feel like if I say something, I won't get the votes of the table.
Okay, just say what, just be honest.
Yeah.
Just be honest, just say what you think.
I think politics isn't boring, but at the same time, it's happening all the time. We don't even know that, you know? So, I'll give you an example for what politics is. Like, you know, when you're in school and if, like, you decide to exclude someone or someone excludes you from hanging out with them, that's politics.
Oh, so getting excluded from school is politics. Okay, I'm just going to finish off this. Is politics boring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mewing Sigma.
Is that yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so most people are saying politics are boring. Okay, that's interesting. It's not for young people. What are you going to say?
I don't know what politics are, so I don't know if they're boring or not. Mum, what are politics?
Okay, you're not sure either. But well, come and join us. Have you got any views on this? Is politics boring? Are politics boring? Is it? Oh, yeah, of course you can. What do you want to talk about?
The life.
The life. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get a few suggestions of what to talk. You want to talk about?
I want to talk about football.
What do you want to say about football?
Arsenal being the best team.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Football.
What do you want to talk about? Mewing?
Yeah.
Face maxing. Face maxing.
What's face maxing? Is it like mewing?
Yeah, mewing.
Mewing and face maxing are the same thing?
Mewing comes under the name of face maxing.
Okay, so it's under the umbrella of face maxing. Okay, yeah.
I don't really know.
You don't know what you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what's happening next at the big lunch.
Okay, what's happening next here? Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how remotes don't work on people.
What?
Remotes don't work on people.
Remotes, would you like them to work on people?
Yes.
Okay, you're off, is that what you're saying? Give us a final thought.
I've got to go now, so I don't know.
I mean, what is there anything you feel like you've learned or you've enjoyed whilst being on the Talkaoke table?
No, nothing.
No, okay, well we'll have to try better next time. Okay, so we're talking, yeah?
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet again. Okay, we've done a whole skibbity toilet section. I mean, it's kind of like you're late. Exactly. You didn't get here in time. We've done skibbity toilet, and it seems like every time we do big lunch.
What she wants to talk about, which is why can't we control people with remotes?
Yeah. Would you like to be able to do that, and what would you do?
I mean, sometimes I would like someone to shut up, and I would want to press the button.
When they say skibbity, you just put the mute button.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mute button?
Not the
mute.
Button. The mute button. Yeah. Could you do should there be a mute button as well as a mute button?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that mewing was so big in Corringham.
Oh yes, very big.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying that you want to mute people, yeah? Would you like it though if someone muted you when you thought you had when you had something really important to say and then someone just muted you?
I mean, I try not to say more than what I have to say, but sometimes I don't want to listen to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to listen to someone? Yeah. Would you like to have a mute button? Okay, it's a mute button there.
No, but I prefer a mewing button.
A mute button, okay.
Yeah.
You would like a mute button. So, I mean, could someone invent a remote control for people? How would it work?
I think she would.
Could you invent that?
No.
No, you don't like the idea.
I do, but I don't know how to
You don't know how to
invent.
do it. Surely it's just science, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
It's more than that. Like you got to have the knowledge. Finish school.
Yeah.
You just.
Quite a lot you need to have.
There's so much you need to know. It's not like you go get Albert Einstein back from the dead and Isaac Newton and go like, right, make a remote that can stop people from talking.
Okay. I mean, would they even do that anyway? Maybe they would. I don't know.
Become the king, make a law that you're not allowed to talk.
I mean, going back to the mayor, could the mayor make that law that you're not allowed to talk? We'll have to ask the mayor.
Yeah, let's go find her.
She's just there. She's just over there.
Run.
So we can go and ask her and find out if she can make that law.
Roman picks her nose.
Who's Roman?
Not
Roman. No.
Okay. On Talkaoke, it's always better to just talk about yourself rather than other people. So, do you pick your nose?
Yes.
It was a phase.
It's a phase. Okay. I mean, is there anything wrong with picking noses?
Yes, that's disgusting.
I'm building up my immune system.
Okay, that's a good point. And building up the immune system.
I get sucking your own blood. Like if you cut yourself, and it's gonna taste disgusting. It's gonna taste like iron. But I get that you're sucking your own blood because you're putting it back in your body. But picking your nose, that's just vile. That's disgusting. And then eating it, like that's vile.
I mean, what's a more important law? A law to stop people from talking, or a law to stop people from picking their nose and eating it? What would be the what? Okay, what would you say? What's a more important law? A law where you can mute people so they would stop talking, or a law to stop people from picking their nose?
Can stop picking your nose.
Okay. The nose picking law is more important. Okay, we need to. Yeah.
It's vile. It's disgusting.
Okay. Someone needs to go and ask the mayor if they can introduce that law in the borough of Thurrock. Over there, to the left. Yeah.
Can you explain in Fortnite terms?
Can I explain Fortnite?
No. Can you explain in Fortnite terms?
I don't understand what you mean.
Like the video game.
Well, you want me to explain it to you?
In Fortnite terms.
What do you mean in Fortnite terms?
Explain it, but in like a Fortnite way.
No, definitely not, because I don't think I have witnessed other people playing Fortnite, but I've never played Fortnite myself. I know it's something to do with bananas, And that's about as far as I would go, yeah.
I've got something that you should stop.
Yeah.
So in secondary schools, you've got we're going to go to Gable Hall soon, and you got the lunch times in the cafeteria thing, and you have to make them separate lunch times because you're all rushing into the queue, and then if you're at the end, by the time you actually get to the dinner ladies, the thing that you want, say if you want a panini, that's gone because you're not quick enough. They need to like make more food.
Other people are quicker to get that panini.
Because they rush out the doors.
Okay.
And that's the thing, because you can't get out your way because everyone's pushing you.
Okay. So the paninis are always gone by the time you get there. What's it called?
Gable Hall School.
Gable Hall School, okay, big up at Gable Hall School. Come and join us if you want to. Have you ever missed out on a panini? What's a panini?
Yeah, what's a panini?
What's a panini?
It's nice, it's good.
Okay, alright, what did the mayor say?
So basically, she said,
Yeah.
I don't know, because if it was, she thinks picking the nose is disgusting, but she said if you moot someone, it's fair. So like, say someone said, she said say I want everybody to vote for the hats, and then someone else said I want someone to vote for the other thing, and then she said, oh, mute them because I don't like them.
Okay, so she would go for the muting law.
She said nothing. She said I don't know because they both have.
So no new laws. We're talking about a law to stop people from picking their nose and a law to mute people. But the mayor has said no new laws, basically. Give us your name.
Elizabeth.
And we've
His
got
younger sister. Yeah, my name's Mew and Sigma. Nice to meet you.
And what's your name again?
Callum.
Callum. And we've got Christopher. What's your name?
Alice.
Roman.
Roman. And I'm Mikey. What have we got over here? What's your name? I'll come back to you on that one.
Elsie.
And what's your name? Okay, I'll come back to you on that. I'm Mikey, yeah?
Ivy.
Ivy, okay. I'm going to give you a round of applause. So, where are we going to go with this conversation? Ivy with a Y?
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, go on.
Can we just talk about how fantastic Callum's little sister's hair is right now?
Talk about what?
It's been like that for about 4 weeks now.
Yeah? Okay.
It's scary how much it's been in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My dad put that hair dye in his beard.
Right.
It looks like a wig. Oh, so
Right.
my dad.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Is that a new fashion to dye your beard?
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I really don't like it.
He shaved his beard. He didn't dye his beard.
Oh, I can't picture your dad without a beard.
Okay, I mean, what do people think? Is that, should older people, you're the only person apart from me with a beard, would you dye your beard this colour?
No.
Why?
I don't like dyeing my hair.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So my dad started growing out his beard in Maine. He's grown it out for charity, and at the start of the 6 week holidays, I dyed the ends of my hair pink, and it was such like a dark pink, and he was like, oh, why not? And he dyed his whole beard pink.
Right, okay, so it is a fashion around here, the pink beards. Okay. Would you dye your hair?
Yeah, I actually would.
What colour?
Red, because it reminds me of Arsenal.
Okay, would you dye it red and white or just red?
Red and navy blue, because navy blue's an Arsenal colour too.
Okay, so you dye your hair red and navy blue. Who here would dye their hair and what colours?
Instead of dyeing my hair, I get highlights. I love the thought of highlights, but obviously I'm not old enough, so I might.
How old do you need to be to get highlights?
16.
Right.
So I'm thinking I might get. Obviously my hair is quite light now, but I'm thinking of getting an even lighter one. So.
Okay. So you just dye it lighter. Oh, we've got a new face at the table. Tell us your name.
My name is Mary.
What, Mary?
Yes.
Mary, I'm Mikey. We've got Ivy. We've got, what was it again?
Elizabeth.
We've got Elizabeth. We've got Mew. We've got Callum. We've got Christopher. We've got, what was it again? Alice. And we've got Roman. And I'm Mikey. And we're talking about, would you dye your hair? Should young people under 16 be allowed to dye their hair? Yes. And what colours? Ivy's dyeing her hair the colour of Arsenal.
Red and navy because it reminds me of Arsenal.
Okay. What about you, Mary? Would you dye your hair?
No.
Why?
My hair is grey.
Yeah.
I love it like that.
You're happy with it being grey?
Yes.
My brother bleached his hair to dye it grey, and I was like, why on earth would you do that? Like, us adults are trying to stop our hair from going grey. Like, why would you want to dye your hair grey?
What was the answer?
He was just like, oh god, well, I'm doing it myself. But it's
So he just wanted to do it, he didn't have a reason?
yeah, I think
he dyed it grey now?
He has, but
what's people's reactions been?
every single one of his friends was like, you look like your granddad. Why have you done that?
Do people give him more respect now?
No, because his hair's gone back to the bleach colour because it ran out.
Do they say hi, Grandpa, when they see him?
So my granddad's name is Gary, and they go, all right, Gaza.
Right, so they're confusing him with his granddads. But is it bad to have grey hair? Is it bad to be old? Is it bad to be a grandparent? What do people think?
No.
You think it's okay?
I think it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
I have something to say about hair dye.
Yeah.
It tastes so good.
Are you supposed to eat it?
No. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah.
Oh, so we're talking about dyeing hair, but there's also a thing about dyeing your hair grey, like me. Would you do that, and do you get more respect if you've got grey hair? No. Is it an honour to be old?
I mean, I think there's one good thing about becoming old. If you've got a daughter, so when I'm an adult and I've got a daughter, I'd actually be so happy if my daughter had a baby, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so honoured to be a grandparent now, like a nan. And
so you're looking forward to being a grandparent?
I mean, I wouldn't say looking forward to,
but it's a kind of honour.
Yeah.
Mary, have you got any children or grandchildren?
Yes, I have grandchildren.
What does it feel like to be a grandparent?
Oh, it's so nice and worrisome.
Yeah, it's worrisome as well.
Yeah.
What do you worry about?
No, I mean the children, they are so worrisome. And if they are not around, I'll be lonely.
Okay, so you need to, once you're a grandparent, you need to have your, you need to have your grandchildren
around to always.
Okay, are you off, Mew? Give us a final thought.
No more brain rot.
No more brain rot, okay. Okay, so we're talking about being grandparents. Can you imagine? I'm not even a parent yet, so.
When you're a parent, when you're a baby, you turn into a teenager. No, you turn into a kid.
Can you imagine yourself being a grandparent?
But when you're a grandparent, you basically die.
Okay, so you're gonna die being a grandparent. Okay. Okay.
I don't want my daughter to have kids soon, because I don't want to be. Or my son, because I don't want to be a granddad. Do you even?
So you'll discourage your children from having children to not be a grandparent.
He said he doesn't want.
So Ivy's saying I'll just have children, but I don't want them to have kids, so that I'm never a granny. But is it good to be a granny?
Yeah, it's good to be a granny.
Okay, it's good to be a granny.
I know I can have kids.
Okay,
I'll let them. Yeah.
Okay, that was easy. Yeah.
Real quick, just to change the subject, just for like a minute. Yeah. There's an ice cream van over there and they don't even do they do whippies, but they're called a 99 for a reason. They used to be 99p, yeah? So why are they like £2.10 now? They need to change the name.
Should it be called a £2? Should a 99 flake be called a £2.10 flake? Okay.
Just call it a £2.10, take away the flake, it'll actually sound nice.
Alright. Okay, so should it be renamed? I'm getting hungry, so we might have to have a break shortly with all this. But let's just get some final thoughts before we go. And we talked about a lot so far today. We've talked about brain rot, we've talked about the internet, we've talked about all the new words like mewing and Riz, and we've talked about all of that stuff. We talked about what would you do if there was no internet. We talked about the mayor, we talked about politics. We've had so many different things, but let's just get some final thoughts about any of these things in a second.
How old are you?
I'm 50. And one day, hopefully, you will be 50. And then you can look back on this recording and go, wow.
What were you on telly?
Yes, you're on this telly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some final thoughts.
We're crowded. Are we going to be in telly like where people can watch us?
Yes.
What? Sigma.
Here's the card. Oh, where's the cards gone?
Is it under that table?
Oh, here we go, yeah. Okay, right. There we go, there's the cards. You can... Yeah, we're getting final thoughts right now.
Alright, so, can I make a quick sponsor? Right. Lucozade Energy, full of soda bicarbonate. Try it yourself.
Is that the drink that you would endorse of all drinks? Is it your favourite drink?
Not my favourite, but...
What's your favourite?
I don't know, really.
Okay, Mary, have you got a final thought?
Of what?
Because we're just having a little break, so have you got a final thing to say?
No, what I wanted to say, I thought you bring this Lucozade for him, so freshen up. Huh?
I've got to go and get my own Lucozade, I think. This is the young people of today. Okay, will your grandparents be like that?
Come again?
Would your grandparents bring some Lucozade for me?
Yes, no.
Okay. All right. Let's get some final thoughts.
Sit down.
Back to the whole price thing. Just bring everything down. Like, if you keep putting it up, no one's actually going to buy it. Like Lucozade, like Alfie just sponsored, yeah? No one's going to keep buying that if it's like a tenner.
Is everything too expensive?
Yeah.
How do we make everything cheaper?
Make everything for free. Protest.
Okay, so we should protest to make everything cheaper. It's a good point. Final thought?
I just want to let you know about me. I'm crazy.
Okay, in what sense?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to maybe find out in the next session. Final thought?
My final thought is let's break for lunch.
Okay, you're thinking about lunch. Final thought?
Oh no.
What's been the highlight of this conversation so far?
Talking, I guess.
Just talking, yep.
Can you call me brain sucker?
Brain sucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's, so that's not offensive, is it? I don't know. Okay, final thought?
You have no riz.
I have no riz. I've got no riz. Okay, final thought?
I can hold it.
Yeah.
No riz. What is that? Do you know when you like? Hello. What's your name?
My name's Mikey. And we're going to take a break now. We're going to take a break now, but I need to work out how to get riz for the next session.
You're not learning by me.
Okay, and you're not going to tell me how to get riz.
You won't get riz
okay.
anymore.
How do I get riz? That's what I'm talking about.
Do you know what riz is?
I found out earlier on today what riz is.
I think you have to be, I'm not trying to be rude, but I think you have to be a little bit younger to have riz.
You need to be young to have riz?
In your early teens to start having riz.
Okay, you need to be in your teens to have riz. Okay.
I mean, I'm past it, that means I can't have riz either, that means.
The age limit for riz goes from 12 all the way up to, I'm going to say, 16. That's the ages that you can have W-riz.
I just want to ask Mary, do you know what riz is?
No.
Okay. Someone explain to Mary what is riz.
Charisma.
Okay.
And charisma is where you have a passion, like, I don't know.
Okay, how do you get riz?
You can't when you're that old like you.
Okay. Earlier on, somebody said, and I believe it was Anne-Marie, said you need to have a big brain and a big heart to have riz.
No, that's what she said earlier. You have to have a big heart, not a big brain.
I think she said both.
You need to have a big heart, big brain, and able to whiz someone up.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. We're going to play the theme music. We're going to break for lunch, but we will be back later on. After lunch, we will be back. So we're going to get some snacks. We're going to get some Greggs. But we will be back. We'll maybe see you in Greggs. We're going to get the extra mature cheddar.
Bacon and cheese wrap.
Well, we can talk. But anyway, we're gonna.
I'll give you a five when you get back.
Okay, well that's.
I'll tell you what riz is. It's something that you don't have.
It's something that you grow out of.
It's something that you don't have.
Something that I don't have, but I don't. Oh, there's lots of things I don't have. I don't have children.
I have a question. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes. Yeah, everyone wants to know. Yeah, I should have brought her along. I should have brought her along.
One more quick question. Are you thinking of proposing?
No. No. Okay. I don't know. Maybe because I need Riz. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone. This has been Talkaoke. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the round of applause, Christopher. Ah, thank you.
Something really bad's happened.
What's happened?
President of Brain Rot has just passed.
Yeah.
Baby Bron.
All right. Okay. It's all stuff we can talk about after the session. One final word about Riz.
You can't just get it. So, do you know what a pickup line is?
Yes.
Okay, that's one form of Riz. You go up to someone you like and you might give a... We now call them Riz lines, but you go to someone and give them a Riz line over text, and if they like it, you've got Riz.
Okay, but what about if you've already got a girlfriend? Do you have to do it for your girlfriend?
He's already done what he had to do.
Well, you can't really get Riz because you're a little bit over the age limit, but...
Okay, there's no way I'm going to get Riz, but I'm going to get lunch instead.
Maybe in another life.
It's in another life, maybe. Okay, we're going to be back later on.
Hello, welcome back to Talkaoke, our pop-up talk show. We're at Corringham at the big lunch. We've been having some fun conversations so far, and we've got some new faces at the table. Tell us your name.
My name is George Bash.
Bo.
Sorry?
Bo.
Well,
Say your name.
what's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan.
And we have...
My name is Mary.
And we have here...
Mikey.
What are we all wanting to talk about? Is there anything you want to talk about today? Ethan, is there something that you want to tell us about?
Ethan, talk to him. What do you want to tell him?
I want to tell him.
About what? What do you like best? What is your best diet? You like ice cream?
What are you watching on the phone, Ethan?
Ice cream.
What about you guys? What do you guys want to talk about?
Don't know.
Anything. You can talk about anything. What's the first thing in your head?
It's going to be the skip, but I don't know. Should there be a limit on Skibbity Toilet? Should it be finished now? Because I feel like it's gone on, like literally every single kind of manifestation, every single ramification of Skibbity Toilet has been explored now. Shouldn't we just draw a line under Skibbity Toilet and just put it into the meme museum?
We need to take the vote to the table. What do you say?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What is Skibbity Toilet?
A guy got sucked into a toilet.
And why do you want to talk about this?
Because it's funny.
Is there anything else that you find funny?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Football. Why is that funny? Because everyone just dives.
You must be a West Ham supporter because I'm a West Ham supporter, and you need to have a sense of humour if you're going to support West Ham, because you need to be able to roll with the punches, laugh a little bit.
Oh, what do you have to say?
Nothing.
Nothing. Mary, is there something you would like to talk about?
Not now.
Not right now. I don't know, I'm lost for questions, Mikey.
No, you can come to me. That's okay, just come to me. But I mean, I think there's a few things on my mind that I want to talk about. I mean, obviously there's the Skibbity thing, because I do think it should be a line should be drawn under it. Whereas something like football goes on and on forever, so it's like every year it's a new season, there's new players, new clubs in the Premier League. So Skibbity Toilet I don't think has got the same longevity as football.
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows what football is, and nobody knows what Skibbity Toilet is.
No, all young people know what Skibbity Toilet is. They all know. Come join us. This is Talkaoke. At the moment we're talking about, should Skibbity Toilet be over? Should it finish? Have you heard of Skibbity Toilet? Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky.
Why don't you come to the table and we can talk about it? Tell us your name.
Samantha.
Hi, Samantha. Does anybody want to explain what Riz is to Samantha?
It's basically pick-up lines.
What, when you try to get one?
Yeah.
Is that how much your risk scale is that how able you are to attract someone?
Okay. Do you think you have Riz?
I don't know, I feel old right now. I didn't even know what Riz was.
Well, apparently I heard that if you're not a teenager, you can't possibly have Riz because you lose Riz once you become old, basically. That's what the young people were telling me. But I think it's good that the kids are thinking about Riz because they need to improve their game, basically. I remember when I was a teenager, I definitely didn't have Riz. It took a long time to get Riz.
As for our previous participants, you don't have it either right now. Why don't you come and join us?
You don't need Riz to join.
Come on. That's my mother-in-law, Dave.
Hello, come on. Tell us your name.
Wendy.
Hi. So we've got Wendy, we've got
Sam. My daughter.
and you've got
George.
sorry?
George.
And we've got
Bo.
We've got Ethan, we've got Mary, we've got Mikey, I'm Christopher, and we've been talking about are all people not allowed to have Riz, which is basically charisma. What is charisma?
Charisma? Oh my god. I don't know. I can't remember what charisma is. Sounds like you've got charisma. Intelligent maybe? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I think there is a lot. Come and join us. Have you got Riz? That's what we're talking about at the moment.
I've forgotten what that means.
That means it means charisma.
Oh, okay.
And we've been talking about Riz for the second Talkaoke in Thurrock in a row. But can old people have Riz is what we were talking about before. And some of the young people in the previous session said, once you're not a teenager, you can't possibly have Riz. Because they were saying, I've got no Riz, I'm never going to have Riz.
Yeah, what do you have to say? First, tell us your name.
I'm Roxy from South Thurrock. 100% you've got Riz beyond the age of a teenager. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Tell us more about it. Like, what is Riz to you? Like, what is your Riz?
For me, it's about like you engage people, don't you? You like that you can hold their attention, and they want to talk with you, and you get like good vibes from them, good body language, and then there's a bit of charisma in there, I think.
That was a very nice explanation. What do you have to say?
Old people can't get Riz.
Says it runs.
I mean, I think you're right. It probably is about intelligence, whether you're a young person or an old person, because you need to craft your language to have Riz, to have the right things to say. And a lot of it, I think, is about humour as well, isn't it? It's about having a funny thing to say as well as a clever thing to say.
Do you know what to say when you want to express and sort of connect with other people?
No, you're asking the wrong person for that question. No, just say you're right, mate. Just say you're right, mate. You're right, sweetheart. How's it going? She's my daughter-in-law. Well, sort of.
But that's fine. What about you guys? Do you guys think you have Riz? No. Why so?
Because just don't.
What?
Because just don't.
Could we have a Riz class? Could we do like a workshop in Riz, how to get Riz? Can you get a workshop? Can you help us how to get Riz? Because I think you can learn anything, so surely you can just learn how to get Riz. We could, maybe do what are some good jokes, what actually will make people laugh, will actually entertain people.
Does anybody have any ideas? Any ideas? Oh, we've got our previous participants back.
Sorry, I'll help you.
Okay.
I mean, I can help the kids, but old people just can't get Riz.
No, but if they had to, how would they get it? You have to get. This is the. We're talking about how to learn how to have Riz. So tell us your name, and then you can tell us what. How.
Jamal. Yeah. Right, so step 1, find someone. Step 2, Riz them up. And then step 3, bingo, you're done. You have Riz.
Final thought before you leave?
What?
Any final thoughts before you leave?
Have a lovely day.
Oh. What about you? Have a lovely day. I've been around here 45 years. Since I was 10. I've been around here. Thank you.
I can't give you any advice. I do not have any Riz. I can give you advice. Okay, like Alfie said, step 1, find the person of your dreams. Like, it could be someone you've never got a chance at, but you can always try. Step 2, do you know what a pickup line is? He's mine, don't. Do you know what a pickup line is?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one form of Riz. So you give them a pickup line. It could be any pickup line as long as it's good. And if they like it, boom, you've got Riz.
I want to ask people what is their best pickup line.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Are you a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you?
Does anybody have a better pickup line?
Oh, I've got one. Hey! You remind me of the 26 letters in the alphabet. Oh wait, I forgot the other 6. I forgot the other 5. I mean, URAQT.
Cute. Yeah. That's not Riz enough. What's your pickup line?
I'm trying to think of one. Are you a banana? Because I want to peel you.
Say it again.
Are you a banana? Because I want to peel you.
That's quite appealing, isn't it?
Did you really just say that?
Have you come up with your pickup line?
I don't know if it's appropriate, so I'm not going to say it.
Go ahead, say it. How I think we've had enough inappropriate things at this.
Well, I can't really remember how it goes, but I think it's something like, let's do some maths, let's go in the bedroom, let's subtract clothes, and
Okay, we'll pick it up from there. What does Mike have?
I think that's just a bit too direct. I think you're not going to achieve with a pickup line like that. It's got to be a bit more. What's the word? Circumscribed. I mean, going around rather than just going straight to the point. I think you've got to first of all show that you're a funny, clever person. Exactly, like that.
why don't you just go for it, make a move? And then if they enjoy it, then you've got Riz.
Just jump at them and then do it what?
Roman, if they enjoy what? You never specified. That clearly means that you've got no Riz if you don't know what that is.
We've got some new participants at our table. Tell us.
I'm not sure what this is.
This is Talkaoke, a pop-up talk show. We're talking about can old people have Riz? How can Liz be run? What are new pickup lines? What's your pickup line?
Old people can't get Riz.
Is that your pickup line?
No, but old people just can't get Riz.
Do you have Riz?
Yeah, I'm under 21.
How do you know that you have Riz?
Because I'm under 21. Yeah, I am, Malfi.
I believe him that he's under 21.
Come on, join us. Tell us your name.
Mia.
Mia, do you know what Riz is? Yeah? And do you think old people can't have Riz?
No, they can.
Why can't they have?
No, they can.
They can. Oh.
Old people can't get Riz because they're old.
They can, because why is Riley risen? Because he's old, so he can't riz anymore then.
Only 10.
I heard earlier on there was somebody in Corringham who's a teenager has dyed their hair grey to look old. And if they were doing that, surely the only reason they were doing that was to get riz. So that suggests that the older you are, the more riz you've got.
Alright, so this is how to get riz, yeah? All you've got to say is go up to someone and go, Skibbity Sigma, the ultimate Rizzler, and then you have riz.
Alfie, I didn't know.
Sorry for eating on here, I just bought an ice cream. But this came from Rosie actually. So as you get older, you get a little bit more fragile and clumsy. So if they fall down the stairs and someone's there, you could just say, oops, I fell for you.
That's all people riz.
My argument is that old people can't get riz. No, wait, going back to that. Well, if they're dyeing their hair grey and they're a teenager, they're just wanting to be old so they have no more riz.
Don't talk about my brother like that. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. My brother.
What do you have to say?
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, we need a new subject. What else can we talk about today?
Dinosaurs! No, I've got a really good one.
Old people don't get sigma.
No, dinosaurs!
A different subject, the best subject.
Your favourite animal and why?
No, dinosaurs! Don't. Old people can't get skibbity. Why you should be the favourite child?
Any new subjects?
Old people can't get skibbity.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Me. Me.
Yeah, just tell us about it then.
Me.
What do you want to say about yourself?
Me.
That you're a poo?
I like the idea of the pet animal thing.
Yeah.
The favourite animal, like, what's your favourite animal?
What is your favorite animal?
Axolotl, definitely axolotl.
Does anybody know what an axolotl is?
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
It's like a kind of newt, but it's like a bald newt. It's like a pink newt that lives on the
Multicoloured, any
Yeah.
colour.
Tell us more about it.
Axolotls are a type of salamander. They look like they're kind of like a salamander, but with a more fragile body, and little antenna bits, which are actually gills. Some people don't know that, and I'm not sure why. They are meat eating. I have 2 pet axolotls, and we normally feed them cubes of some sort of worm called bloodworm, I think.
I know about
Yeah.
bloodworms.
Yeah.
And
I know about
That's fine. It's okay.
and with axolotls.
Are you trying to...
If they aren't treated for properly, at one point they lose their gills and develop lungs to go on land.
They can also regen lost limbs.
Oh yes, even part of their brain. Now that you've reminded me of that, they can even regenerate part of their brain.
Yeah, go on.
Another thing. Oh, now I forgot. Oh yeah. There are different types of colours of axolotls. Most people say the most recognisable is the pink axolotl, but actually it's albino.
Do you want to add to the axolotl, or do you have a different animal to talk about?
Different animal, because I'm obsessed with cats. So I've got lots of cat things, as you can see on my t-shirt. Yep.
What does it say?
It says I'm fine today.
What do you have to say?
Yeah, cats are quite cool, but speaking of something, you can also have lizards / dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody have any lizards or dinosaurs at the table?
So I did have an axolotl called Sunny because she was yellow, but then she died, and I know the reason why she died. So we got her when she was when she didn't have two arms, because she got in a fight with another axolotl. She grew one back, right? But then on one of them, she grew it back, but then there was another one coming out of her knee. So it was a mutated axolotl, and it had a massive scar like that on its head. Now she's in a pot because she's dead. Axolotls are cute.
What do you do with the pot? Like the dead
It's in the garden. Yeah. And then, axolotls are cute, and Marley, me and Isabel have an axolotl.
You don't know who Isabel is.
Isabel's one of my friends. And I thought of a axolotl appreciation thing, and so far we've got like 180 members.
Wow.
And
You're one of them.
My first three was you, no, top four. You, and Isabel.
What about you?
Oh yeah, I created it.
You didn't count.
I don't count, I'm the creator of it. Can I bring up another topic?
You are free to bring up another topic.
Yay! Alright, so this is dinosaurs / lizards. Here's a fun fact. The alligator was one of the first, was one of the dinosaurs that still live today, and the crocodile.
And the birdies. And chickens.
I think birds are dinosaurs too.
Chickens are.
They sort of are. They're like undeveloped pterodactyls or
Well, we did this Talkaoke at the Natural History Museum, and they told us, going back to the birds of dinosaurs, that dinosaurs actually used to have feathers. So when you look at Jurassic Park and you see T-Rex, actually T-Rex should be covered in feathers like a bird. Yep.
Fun fact, they actually got real dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, real one.
Did you know that?
No.
Do you believe it?
No.
What other dinosaur facts do we have? Ethan, do you know anything about dinosaurs? What do you want to add?
Love puppy.
There you go.
So,
Come closer to the mic.
that's it. Done? Go closer. Oh, alright. So, the Deinosuchus was just an enlarged alligator, I think. It was a massive,
Yes, mate.
I wonder if were there dinosaurs here in Corringham like 20 million or 60 million years ago, and how would you know? That would be my question.
You got something to say?
So, actually, the first, what's it called, Brachiosaurus was found here in Europe. Well, not sort of here, but like in Europe.
Yeah, but do we know that any dinosaurs in Corringham?
My brother. Probably.
So I'm just got a quick question. Does anyone know if dinosaurs are related to cats?
Because they come related to cats.
You got some information.
Yeah, there was a dinosaur, and it was like a giant lion thing with fur. I can't remember what it's called, but it was something like that.
Do you know if dinosaurs are related to cats?
No, but I've got something to say. Put your hand up if you think old people can't get Riz.
Talk about this. Riley,
We're going to go back.
What about dinosaurs? Can dinosaurs get Riz? So dinosaurs are a lot older than old people, so how come they can get Riz?
Disrespect for dinosaurs. We don't want any disrespect for dinosaurs.
But dinosaurs aren't old people then?
Yeah, they're not old people.
What are they then?
They're dinosaurs.
Wait, they are all older animals, even older than me.
So old animals can have Riz?
No, they're younger than, they're older than me, so. A long time ago.
You raise up your hand.
There is actually a dinosaur called the Rhizosaurus Rex, so...
That's me.
There is!
The Rhizosaurus. Can I be the next?
What was I going to say? I want an ice cream.
That's gonna be my new Instagram name, Rhizosaurus Rex.
It's taken, guys. It's taken.
No,
So dinosaurs have Riz if they are the biggest dinosaur. Yeah.
So which dinosaur does not have Riz?
The smallest dinosaur.
The one with the smallest yat.
I feel like Triceratops doesn't have Riz because he tries too hard.
I've got another fact. You might not know this dinosaur, but the Carcantrodontosaurus normally hunted Argentinosaurus. Quickly going back to what Mikey said about how his new name is going to be like the Rhesus. If you post yourself, if you post your face on that with your name Rhesusaurus, you're gonna get bullied by so many different people. Like, if I see you, we're all gonna bully you for that name.
Bullying's not nice. Would you bully Mikey if he puts his Instagram name as Rhesusaurus?
I don't have Instagram, but I know what name he should have. Charizard.
Wait, so, here's a fun fact. I've been physically bullied at school and the teachers didn't care.
I don't think it's a good example to bully me just because I'm Rhesusaurus Rex. I think that's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, should someone be bullied just because they choose that name?
I'm loving this sort of game of coming up with Riz-related Instagram names. What do you have?
I've got Walt Disney and the Risley Bear.
What about?
Changing topics. If their mum has a child and then she has another child, doesn't that mean the first child she had she doesn't like? That's why she had another child.
Are you the second child?
No, that's why they got a second child. That's why they got a second child. That's why they got a second child, to get rid of the thirst.
What about you?
Changing the subject again. Have you seen the new Deadpool and Wolverine film?
Yes!
I haven't. What do you know? The Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Yeah. Tell us about it.
My favourite bit out of the whole film is...
No spoilers.
No. He's Deadpool. He's dancing his heart out to a song. And it's hilarious.
We've got so many new members at the table. Let's do a round of names right now. Tell us your name.
Katie.
We've got...
The Rizman.
The Rizman. Hi. Tell us your name.
Lily.
Lily.
Me?
What's your name?
Riz.
Riz.
I changed my name.
What is your name?
Callum.
Callum. And we've got Ethan. We've got Mary. And we've got...
Anne-Marie again.
And we've got...
Elise.
We've got Mikey. And I am Christopher. You've changed your name.
Brain sucker.
Brain sucker. What are we talking about right now?
Well, I can do just a quick recap. We started off talking about can old people have Riz? And then how do you get Riz? Can you learn Riz? Then we talked about what's your favourite animal. Then we talked about dinosaurs. Then we talked about do dinosaurs have Riz? And yes, they do. And then we were talking about the Rhesusaurus Rex, which is going to be my new Instagram handle. And then now we're talking about different Riz-related Instagram names, I believe.
Does anybody have new Riz-related Instagram names? No. Go on.
Rizzy Rizbon.
Does anybody like Rizzy Rizbon?
Rizzy the Pooh.
You have no Riz.
Thank you.
Old people here, everyone old here, you don't have Riz.
I think I must be old because I don't actually know what Riz is.
Oh, we've got another newbie. Does anybody want to explain what Riz is?
Is it like being cool?
Riz is basically when you like talk to a girl like not contact, like when you talk to someone like nice, like if you fancy them, like yeah.
You go. Yeah. You want to say?
No, not RQ. Arnie just said it. Short for charisma. Sigma.
I think that because one of the things we're doing here is finding out what kind of activities people might like to do. I think we need to do a Riz workshop with these young people because they've got such a lack of Riz that actually we need to train them in the art of Riz. Yeah, because I could maybe I need to. We can get an expert in. I'm not saying that I should be the teacher, but I think we need to find someone with a lot of Riz to teach these young people to get Riz. Who do you know?
Baby Gronk and Livy Dunn and Aidan Ross.
Are they residents of Corringham?
Are they like people you know from school?
No.
Who do you know in Corringham who has good Riz?
Me!
I don't believe that.
Oh, you don't have Riz either!
Me.
Give us a justification for your Riz level.
So pickup line.
What is it?
Okay. I just bought black bed sheets. Want to help me make them white?
Yeah, I'm leaving. Callum, your mum's right behind you. Look, did you hear what he just said?
You got Riz?
I got Riz. Yeah? All us oldies have got the Riz. Can you teach us? I can't teach it.
Joe, did you hear what your son just said?
No, I didn't hear.
He said, I just got black bed sheets, can we make them white? Wait, can you point it here? She really has that, Joe.
You okay? Do you want? Is it time to? Okay, let's have a huge round of applause for Christopher. It's his first go ever in the middle. Is an upcoming emerging new talent. Maybe a bit later on, but I'm going to just take over now. I'm going to jump in first, just because I started. Go on, out you go. Go out that side, Christopher. Okay, so we're back to the conversation. Can we talk about anything that is not Skibbity Toilet or Riz or? Okay, so where are we going to go with this? I'm maybe just going to get some names again, just to remind myself. Tell us your name over here. What's your name?
Mary.
Anne-Marie. Elise.
Elise.
Christopher.
Katie. Great soccer. Wait, what? Oh, my name is Marley. Callum.
What's your name?
Little Timmy McJr.
Can I just call you Timmy?
No, you gotta call me Little Timmy.
Okay, little Timmy.
Lucy. Amelia.
Amelia, and I'm Mikey. Come and join us. You don't need to have Riz to join the Talkaoke table. And I wish I hadn't even brought up the subject of Riz, because maybe we need a new subject. But what do we want to talk about? What do people want to talk about?
Phantom tax.
What is it?
It's where you take 20% of someone else's food.
Okay, that makes sense.
Tax.
Yeah. Okay. Is it justified?
What?
Who gets to take the tax?
Me! If I'm eating Callum.
Do our tax if you want.
So, is it us taxing your food or you taxing other people's food?
Anyway.
Okay, so it works both ways. That's good. It's equal. Have you? What's that?
Sticking out your gap for the Rizzler. You're so skibbity. You're so phantom tax.
Okay, I should say it doesn't quite qualify, but singing is banned on Talkaoke, as is fighting. But
I actually want to talk about something that somebody mentioned earlier. That didn't you say that teachers didn't care about when the bullying happened at school?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I got physically bullied, and the middays were just like this.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
They didn't want to get hurt. They don't know how to actually be a midday. They tell people off for no reason. They're stupid.
Okay. Are teachers stupid?
Yes.
What are other people? Any other? Yeah.
So they are, but some teachers don't care that when you get hurt, they just put
something cold on it. And I'm imagining if they break, if you break a leg, they're probably just gonna put a wet towel on it.
Okay, so teachers, so they don't know first aid by the sounds of it. Teachers, okay. I'm going to come to you in a second because we heard your story. Let's spread it out. What do other people think about teachers? I'll come back to you.
Teachers aren't stupid, but the middays at the school near this are, because they literally don't care about you.
Do teachers care? What were you going to say?
I don't really think so because he got physically choked.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, twice.
The teachers didn't care?
The middays didn't really do anything.
All right. What do other people think? Are teachers? Do they?
Teachers, I don't think teachers are stupid. I think people expect them to know everything, and actually maybe they just know the thing that they're teaching or that they studied. They're expert in that. Just because if you can be a maths teacher doesn't mean you have to know first aid. Do you know what I mean? So schools need something for everybody, don't they?
Okay, so there should be more of a wider variety of teachers. Maybe there could be, without bringing it back to that subject, should there be a RIS teacher at school? But teachers don't. Yeah.
So, going back what she said, the first aid people don't actually care sometimes.
And what makes you say that?
Because once I was doing, like, I was playing on one of these, like, wheelie things, and then this guy just put my head on the ground, and I'm still sliding, and then the first aid people just put a cold compress on it and dabbed it. Okay. Like, they didn't care, they didn't put a plaster on, and my knee was literally bleeding.
Okay, so no plaster. We're talking about, do teachers care? And are they knowledgeable people? Do they know about stuff?
Also, our school is a lot worse than your school, because when I got physically bullied, they didn't give me anything.
Did you get a plaster?
No, nothing.
Okay, so any other thoughts about teachers? They must know something, surely, teachers.
I got one. So, the teachers, they shout too much, man.
They shout too much?
Yeah, they shout so much.
Stop! And stop it now!
Okay, so are the teachers shouting too much?
Yes!
How can we improve teachers' style of teaching?
So we should just like all be naughty, and then like maybe they'll get sick of it and just leave.
Okay, would you want all your teachers to leave? What would happen then?
So no more school, and then we can just go home.
Isn't your mum a teacher?
I mean, do you want your mum to leave teaching? The teaching?
Yeah, because when we all go home,
what's she going to do? How's she going to pay for stuff?
My dad can.
Okay, Dad can pay for stuff.
Going back to teachers know things. They only know, in secondary school, they must only know one subject because they only teach one subject.
Okay. I mean, are they teaching the right subject?
No. Well, the English teachers, they're alright.
Okay. If you were going to come up with a new subject, what would it be? What would you? Yeah.
I've got one more thing to say about the subject that we're on right now.
Yeah.
So in secondary school, you've got different teachers for each thing because they can't learn every single like topic. Then why do we?
Why do you have to learn every single thing? You just learn one.
Yeah. Like, if they can't, then why do we?
Okay, so if a teacher only knows one subject, why do the students have to know all the subjects?
So, subjects that I would like is break subjects, where you get extra break, and I want it for 8 hours. You start at the morning, you end at the day.
Okay, so you need to learn how to relax, how to enjoy yourself, have fun. Okay, what would be a good subject at school? We got two so far. One is rizzing and one is having a break. But what other subjects should we have at school?
Going home.
Going home? Yes. Could you be going home all day though, or could you just go
home and then?
I mean, what grade would you get at going home?
A+. Yeah.
A+. What other subjects?
So, what you should do, you should have like 3 hours in the morning, like not doing any subject, like one subject, and then in the afternoon just go home.
Okay, so in the morning you don't do anything, in the afternoon you go home. Give us a final thought, Marley, before you go. What subject would you like to learn at school?
Animals and like wildlife.
Any particular animals apart from Max, Lotto?
I would say like pet animals, pet farm animals. No, but I mean like, oh yeah. But what I'm trying to say is like teaching about them, not showing us them.
Okay, so we could learn about pets, learn about animals. We're talking about what other subjects you could have at school.
Quickly before we go, instead of learning pi, like an algebra, why do you need to learn algebra? Like, that's just a waste of time. You could learn something that you actually need to know in real life, like how to fix a tyre in your car or something. Like, not what's the first digits of pi?
Okay, I mean, is that related, a tyre and pi?
No, but just replace it.
Could you learn about fixing a car tyre? So the
New subject, sleeping.
Yes!
Sleeping. Could you learn how to sleep at school?
Yes, because you just learn to refocus your mind and close your eyes.
Should there be a sleeping class in school? Okay. Okay. Well, we've got a couple. You haven't said much on this side, have you? What do you think about the things people have been talking about?
I think we should definitely have a sleeping class, like people have said, because then what if we go to bed late and then we're not in a good mood? So then if we go to sleep, then you have a better mindset to work.
Okay, so maybe actually young people need to learn better how to sleep. Any thoughts on any of these subjects?
Well, no.
No? Okay, I mean, what kind of classes should we have? We've got going home class, got break class, sleeping. What other subjects should be taught at school? What subjects do you think should be taught at school? So far we've got going home, sleeping and break time. If you were going to teach a subject at school, what subject would you teach?
This one.
Oh, and rizzing, sorry, as well, yeah. Yeah, go on, what are you going to say?
Why do we need English when we can already speak it?
Yeah.
And then,
What would you do instead?
and why do we need Spanish when we have Dora the Explorer? Dora.
Mind blowing.
You haven't never seen it.
You know the girl who has short hair and goes on adventures and she sings, and then she sings backpack.
Do you know this, Christopher?
Dora the Explorer came out when I was a child.
Yeah.
Dora the Explorer. Okay, Dora the Explorer. Okay, so do we actually need to learn anything? You say no? You say no? What do you say?
Wait, what was the question?
Do we need to learn anything? Because, what's your name again, sorry?
Elise.
Elise has said we don't need to learn English because we already speak it. We don't need to learn Spanish because of Dora the Explorer, etc., etc. So do we need to learn anything?
Well, we don't need to learn maths because we already know what 2 + 2 is.
But what about more complicated maths? Earlier on we had 155 times 3 divided by 8. Do you know what that is?
No, but you could use a calculator.
Okay, so do we need to know these things? Okay, but yeah, we've worked out what we don't need to learn, but what do we actually need to learn? You say nothing?
Yeah.
Well, I've got a learn check because of my family, but yeah, but to be honest, I think we should learn like one or two subjects that we actually need,
So in your case,
like in maths. Yeah, but in maths, we don't just do like what's 1 + 1, 2 times 2. We know them stuff. Just do stuff that we need, like money and division and all of that, because like some teachers just teach stuff that we don't need to learn because we've learned it in year 3 or 2.
Okay, so maths should be more money related. Give us a final thought, Amelia. Is it Amelia?
Bye.
What, bye? But, okay, if we were going to send this to the schools of Corringham, what would you say to those teachers? Do you think school is good, or could it be improved?
Well, I don't think we should actually go to school.
What are you going to do instead?
Stay at home and watch TV.
Watch TV?
Play Roblox.
Okay, so play Roblox. It might be cheaper for the government, mightn't it? Just to get all the kids.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, yeah, robots wouldn't care either, would they? Robots would just continue teaching, and then if something were to be...
Roblox she was talking about. The game Roblox.
Oh, Roblox. I have no idea what that is.
Yes, there's people here, not only do they have no Riz, but they don't know what Roblox is. What is Roblox?
It's like this app, and it's got loads of games on it, and it's just really fun.
So I have two things to say. So I like school only because of the breaks, and I think we should improve the playground, because our playground is just plain. And Roblox, my name is Baddie on Roblox, and I look like a baddie.
Okay, so your name's not Rizosaurus Rex.
No. If I put that, my friend William would think that I'm a total weirdo. Okay, I want to say something about school thing one more time. Okay, and for history, you could just learn about your grandparents. Like, your grandparents tell you everything.
Okay, so you could learn history from your grandparents. What do your grandparents tell you, and what have they told you about history?
Henry the Eighth or something like that. Henry. So my grandma and granddad, they taught me about, what did they teach me again? They taught me about how to watch The Simpsons on Disney Plus. That's what they taught me.
Okay, all right. I want to involve these people in this. Basically, we're redesigning the school curriculum, and what all the young people have said that school is basically not fit for purpose. Give us a. Are you going? Going over here, right? Basically, what they're saying is school, why learn English when we already speak English? Why learn Spanish when you've got Dora the Explorer? Why learn maths? Actually, you should be learning about money. And you can learn history from your grandparents. And Anne-Marie said, or was it you, Elise? Somebody said, I learned about the Simpsons from my... It was you, it's Anne-Marie. Said, I learned about the Simpsons from my grandparents, so why do we need history? But my question is, what else can you learn from your grandparents? What other history can you learn from your grandparents? And have your grandparents got any history they would teach you? Tell us your names as well.
I'm Anika.
Monique.
We've got Mary, we've got Anne-Marie, we've got Elise, we've got...
Lucy.
Lucy, and we've got...
George.
And we've got Christopher over here and Mikey. So we're talking about what can our grandparents teach us about history, apart from The Simpsons. Any thoughts on this side? Could your grandparents teach you anything about history?
No, but like, obviously your grandparents can teach you like things in life and skills, but history is more than just when your grandparents are born, because obviously there's things that, like new things, like news, old news, and your grandparents probably haven't heard all of it though.
Okay, so grandparents are useful for teaching stuff, but not necessarily history. Any thoughts on this?
I think grandparents are useful because they teach you about your family and where you've come from, which is always good to know.
Yeah.
But I think as well history is important more wider, because there's good things that have happened in history and there's also bad things that have happened in history. And if you don't learn about the bad things, they could happen again in the future.
Okay, so you need to know history not just from your grandparents, but you need to know all the bad stuff that's happened. I want to bring George into this because you've not contributed to this yet, but we're talking about could we change school? Could it be more about learning from pets and grandparents rather than teachers? And what can grandparents teach you? Has your grandparents taught you anything?
Yeah, the other week I was in the car with my granddad. He was telling me about World War II and World War I.
Okay, World War II and World War I. Mary, give us a final thought before you go. You're a grandparent, and you say you love being a grandparent. Have you taught your children anything? And what about your grandparents? Did they teach you anything?
They are still small, they are not grown up, but I tell them about history.
Yeah.
Like history of my place. I'm in Nigeria.
Okay.
So I'm telling them their history.
Okay, so it's important, and you can learn it from grandparents.
They can learn.
What do you think about Anita's point that if you don't learn about the bad things in history, then you're going to repeat those things?
No, like the history I'm teaching them, you know? Like some children, they don't know how to greet.
Right.
They will just walk and pass person.
Right.
And so we say hello. We don't value hello. You say good morning with respect.
Okay.
So I'm teaching them history.
Okay, so actually young people need to know how to greet as well. And maybe they're not learning that. Could they be learning that at school? Could you be learning how to greet in school? This seems to strike a chord with you. So what do you think? Could we teach young people how to greet?
I think it depends on where you're from, because greeting from different places is different. Like, obviously in Nigeria, there's different like things that people will do in different cultures.
Should non-Nigerians also know that in case they meet a Nigerian that they need to greet?
I mean, that's something that your parents should teach you. Like, your parents should teach you to give things and like receive things with your right hand. Like, not all cultures do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Especially like money, and if you want to give your parents food or something. It's I don't know, it's like there's something about your right hand.
Okay. Oh, there's all sorts of interesting things. We're actually finding out stuff. Earlier on we've been finding out about Skibbity Toilet. Now we're finding out about other stuff. We've got a new face over here. Tell us your name.
Maureen.
Maureen. Okay, so where are we going to take this conversation with? Do we want to talk about greeting? Do we want to talk about what we could learn at school? What we could learn from our grandparents?
So my granddad, well, he was in like the army training,
right.
and my dad didn't tell me this that long ago, and I found out that my granddad was in the army training.
Okay.
I was surprised.
What
like,
did he learn?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay. Maybe you can ask him some more questions about what he actually learned in the army. Anyone else got interesting grandparents? Lucy, have you learned anything from your grandparents?
Yes.
What have you learned?
So my granddad, he was born in 1940, and that was when World War II started.
Wow.
And he's taught me quite a lot.
Yeah. Do you agree with the point about history, that we need to know bad stuff in history as well as nice things?
Yes, because I just think we need to know.
Yeah. Okay, so sometimes you need to know things that you don't necessarily want to know, but you need to know them. What do you think, George? Do we need to know about all wars and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So what happened is I went to the Tower of London. I was like 6, and I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
And I went there a couple months ago, and I actually touched the stairs where Anne Boleyn went up.
Yeah.
To go to the Tower of London.
What happened to Anne Boleyn?
Huh?
What happened to Anne Boleyn?
She got beheaded, didn't she?
Okay. Did she? You're saying yes? She got beheaded. So, and you touched the stairs where she got... Is that where she got beheaded?
No, I touched the stairs where she went up to the Tower of London.
Okay, she went up there and then she ended up getting beheaded. What do people think about that? Any thoughts about beheading?
I want to ask Anne-Marie, how did you find out about Anne Boleyn and the beheading of Anne Boleyn?
Is it appropriate for children as well?
Well, no, but I actually found out from the musical 6. I didn't go to watch it, but I found out by the son's ex-wives.
Okay. So you found out from a musical, which is interesting, and it just goes to show you can learn in different ways. We're talking about Anne Boleyn at the moment. Did you know she got beheaded? And Anne-Marie found out from a musical about that. I don't know where we're going to go with this conversation. The whole point of Talkaoke is kind of up to you to decide where you want to take this. Christopher.
I really like. It's fascinating how she found out about Anne Boleyn from a musical. It makes me think, what are such very interesting topics that we've learned from very
I mean, could we have more musicals
different sources?
rather than? Could you teach history through musicals? Because it sounds like more fun than learning history from a history teacher. What do people think? Have you learned anything from a musical? What's your name?
What's your name?
Ethan. Ethan.
Ethan, yeah.
Ethan. Okay, so we're talking about, could you learn from musicals? I've got a new face over here. Tell us your name.
I think you could definitely learn from musicals, and I think every time there's like a big important issue in the country that needs to be solved, or like in a community, you should just make a musical about it, and then everybody would want to find out about it. Okay. It would make it less boring.
Okay, should the news be turned into a musical? And how would you do it?
I think the news should just be on the TV, not on newspaper. But because less people go to grab newspaper, like loads of old people are going train stations, and there's just old people grabbing magazines, and I don't see no other people grabbing magazines, so just put it on the TV.
Okay, so should we just get rid of newspapers as only old people use them? What do people think? Should we just get rid of newspapers? On this side, any thoughts?
I don't read newspapers. I tend to go online for my news. So for me, I would say I don't think they're necessary. But then I feel like there's a lot of people who have the routine of getting newspapers, and so they would really miss it if they didn't have it anymore.
I mean, should there be some articles about how to understand young people's culture in newspapers? They would know.
I feel only because there's so much information on the internet, and you read so much of it. For me, sometimes I'll read news on the internet, but I wouldn't like look at it as if it's news. But if it's on a newspaper, I'll be more likely to sort of respect it and take it more seriously.
Okay,
yeah,
what about
because
in a musical, would you take news in a musical we could call it?
Musical.
Yeah.
Musical. I would take musicals seriously, because if it's something that I like to listen to, I will memorize it and it will be in my head, so I won't forget it.
Right.
Whereas something that's just like a very badly written sentence, I'm more likely to forget.
Okay, so we could take a bit more care, make it a bit more of a well-written thing. Anne-Marie, give us a final thought, because you've contributed a lot to this conversation.
Well, I'm coming back in like 5 seconds.
Okay, give us a final thought for now.
Well, I can't really say anything, to be honest.
I mean, what about if you went to school and there was a musical and you learn everything through the power of song?
I feel like the musicals at school is boring, because all the pantomimes are like rubbish. Like, there is no fun ones. So I feel like, they need to make it more fun.
Okay, so musicals are not fun enough. If it's at school, it seems like whatever form it's delivered in, it's not going to be fun. I don't know
what do people like about school? What's good about school?
Okay, we've got a technique on Talkaoke which is called turn the mirror. When someone asks a controversial question that they're asking the whole rest of the table, we ask it back. So what did you like about school?
I liked meeting my friends at school. I still speak to. I liked, I feel like I'm the wrong person to answer this question now. What else did I like about school? I liked lunchtime and hanging out with my friends. I liked drama. Drama was my favorite subject at school, because I got to be creative. So even though I wasn't as great at the writing, I got to shine in the subjects that were more fun.
Yeah, okay, so maybe there needs to be more fun at school, because the other sort of side of this is like, how could school be better? And I think people have been saying, well, a lot of the lessons that people suggested are things like 3 hours of doing nothing, sleeping was a big one, learning to riz, And what was the other lessons? Going home, yeah.
Sigma and Skibbity Toilet.
Yes, and Skibbity Toilet. You don't need to know because it'll be gone. Well, I say that, it's been going on a bit too long, I think. One of the earlier subjects was, should we draw a line under Skibbity Toilet now? But the consensus is no, sadly. Anyway, we're talking about school. What did you enjoy about school?
It's like, I enjoyed talking to my friends. When I was little, my whole class, we used to love taking maths tests for fun.
Really?
That was a thing. But I think right now, like, I like English.
Okay.
Because in English you get to watch movies.
Okay. So, watching movies in English, we're talking about, what did you like at school?
Yeah, that's a good one. I liked when we got to watch TV programs. Yeah. Because it's usually more exciting than the teacher talking to us.
What do you like about school?
Good dad.
What's that? What did you like about school?
School.
You like school, okay. What did you like about school?
I didn't school here. I school back home.
Yeah, where is that?
In Nigeria, back home in Nigeria.
What do you like about school in Nigeria?
Well, I like some subject like English and the lunchtime as well. Meeting up with friends as well, and I don't like maths, but.
Okay. It seems like everyone likes a lunchtime, and it's good that this is called the big lunch, I suppose, because it feels like that's what people want at school as well, is a bigger lunch, more lunchtime. Do you like school?
School.
You do like school?
Yes.
What do you like about school? What's that?
You have to concentrate. What do you like about?
What do you like about school?
Oh,
What do you like about school?
What do you like about school? Do you like books?
Books.
Okay, books. Okay. Numbers?
Learning my numbers.
Oh, learning about numbers. Okay. What do you like about school?
Well, this ain't related to school,
Yeah.
but when we were talking about Roblox,
Yeah.
so my favourite game on Roblox is Dress to Impress, but I don't like the new update because of the brat update is just so green. I can't see nothing.
Okay. Does everyone know what Roblox is?
Yeah.
Don't look so sad about it. What's that?
I don't. But adding to what I think, I would appreciate if I could learn everything I learned from school without going to school.
Right. Okay.
Like, I just feel like the format of schooling, the way it is just like most people do come out of it hating school.
Yeah. So is school actually working if most people hate school? The information is good, but actually the way it's done maybe could be better.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm in year 6, right?
I can give you a
Not
round of applause
anymore.
for that.
Thanks.
Well done.
And I'm
Come a
moving
long
in.
way.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And then I'm moving into secondary school.
Yeah.
But I did not. Well, I did like my old school because it was fun. But I feel like I'm like my secondary school better because they do dancing and singing and stuff. But I do not like school.
Okay, you don't
I do not like
school,
any of the
why?
lessons except for the dance.
I mean, is it just the way of things that everyone's not going to like school? People say yes. Okay, I'm going to come to you in a second, but I'm just going around.
I do like school. I don't really mind it. It's quite good for us because then we get to learn new things every day.
Could it be better? Could it be done better?
It could, but I think the way it is now is perfectly fine.
Okay, you think it's okay, it's adequate. Okay, school.
I hate school.
Why?
Because why do we need to learn English if we're English and we're born in England?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we learn how to speak English? Because everyone around us can speak English.
But the question is, what would make school better? Could it be done in a better way? Is it about it being done in a musical way or watching more TV? What would make school better?
Just learning everything online because online has most things you need to know.
Okay, so most things you need to know are actually online. There was a point over here.
I made a new point. If you can speak English, what about writing English? 'Cause the internet can't teach you how to write English, and if you can't write, that means that you can't like properly read. So how would you be able to type on your phone?
Has being able to write benefited you?
Yeah.
You left school.
I haven't left school. I'm still in school, but
you're
like,
still in school?
yeah, writing.
Yeah.
If you can't write, what can you do with your life? Like,
okay.
Imagine if you need to sign a document, you can't sign your name because you can't write.
Yeah, but signing your name doesn't take like 10 years of school to do. What kind of other things do you anticipate doing with the writing?
Imagine if you want to write a story, or like, if anything, actually, if you want to write a story, like, if you can't write, then like, it's like, I can't explain, it's like a core, like, if you can't write, think to the future, if you want to sign a contract for a lease on your house or something, you can't write, like.
You think it's a key skill? Learning to write is a key skill that everyone needs to be able to do. What do people think? Does everyone need to be able to write? Just people that sign contracts? Or write stories? Does other people need to write? Do you need to write?
Well, it depends what kind of person, because they might have Down syndrome,
right.
and then they can't write,
right.
so they've got to read.
Can people with Down syndrome not write?
Well, they can, but like not as well.
Okay, so not every...
Struggle. They might struggle, but they can.
Okay, so some people may not be able to write, and what about them? Should society be designed in a way that people have to be able to write? George?
You can learn how to write online, because do you know when you search on Google and it has that little speaker thing where you can speak, and it comes up?
Okay, so you could just not actually write, but just speak into Google.
And it will show you, because like you have the dictionary.
Yeah.
You have a dictionary online.
Yeah.
Just speak on Google and say dictionary, and it'll come up with all the words.
Okay, so maybe school should be about just learning how to speak into Google. Would that work? And is it true that you need to be able to write?
What would you do if you had no internet?
Okay, that's a big one. What would you? Once again, I'm going to turn the mirror. What would you do?
Sleep.
Sleep. Okay. All right. I'm going to go around the table on this. What would you do if there was no internet?
Talk to people.
I'm going to just, what would you do if there was no internet?
So you'll play.
Just play.
Play. Okay. What would you do?
There was no internet before. There was, but it wasn't as good as now.
Yeah.
So we used to do writing to send letters to other country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think writing is important.
Okay. So you're quite confident that you would have fun without the internet.
Not at this age again. Without no internet, I don't think I will survive.
You wouldn't survive. Okay. What would you do with no internet?
Yeah.
What would you do? What things would you do?
So you play with your numbers. You love numbers. So everything about
you do numbers. Okay, you do numbers.
Well, I'm not really. Well, I was surviving without my phone for a while, and my TV, because like Netflix and everything is just getting boring now because there's loads of options. So
what's the longest you could go with no films, no TV, no phone?
No longer than a year.
A year? Well, that's quite a big time though. I don't know if I could do a year. What would you do if there was no internet?
Go out more.
Go out more, okay, yeah.
I think I would be more social with my friends, so I could like, I don't know, I wouldn't use the device, so I would like knock on their door and say, oh, do you want to come over?
Okay.
Like, so be more social.
Okay, be more social, knock on people's doors. What would you do with no internet?
I'd rather play football or just sit in my room, stare at the wall because I'm bored.
Okay, alright. Okay, what would you do with no internet?
With no internet, I would just disappear because I wouldn't have to be accountable to no one.
Okay, so you would just disappear and you would never see you again. No internet?
I would read more books.
Any particular book?
No, whatever books.
All books, okay. I feel like we're going to have to draw this to a close, but before we do, We've been talking about loads of different things today. We've been talking about a lot about Skibbity Toilet. We've been talking about Riz and mewing and Sigma and some other terms that some people won't know what that means. We've talked about dinosaurs. We've talked about can old people get Riz. We've talked about what can you teach Riz. Would you teach it at school? We talked about what you would teach at school. We've talked about all sorts of different things.
What? The pet?
The axolotl. We talked about axolotls.
There's an axolotl club in Corringham, which was so nice to catch.
So there's an axolotl. We talked about loads of things, but now it's just time to get those final thoughts. So have you got any final thoughts? Anybody final thoughts?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you like TikTok?
Me, I've got no opinion on TikTok because we do actually post some stuff on TikTok, but we haven't posted anything for like a year, and it's just passed me by really, TikTok. So I'd say neutral.
You would have so many TikTok followers today. You just had to keep making TikTok.
That's probably the way to get Riz, isn't it? To be on TikTok. But anyway, let's get a fight. Yeah.
I have TikTok.
Okay, that's great. We heard a lot about lots of people that got TikTok. What do you do on your TikTok?
Dance.
Dance? Have you got like a signature dance? No. Okay, let's get some final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts, George.
About when you said, can you learn about Wiz? No, you can't. You're born with it.
Okay, is that your final thought? Okay, so you're born with Riz, you can't learn Riz.
So, I love history, and I like learning about Anne Boleyn.
Yeah.
I know quite a lot about her.
Yeah.
She was beheaded
Yeah.
because I think she was accused of adultery, I don't know what it was, but she was accused of something.
Yeah.
And about TikTok, I think you shouldn't have TikTok because it just ruins kids' lives.
Okay, does it ruin your brain? That was another thing we were talking about earlier on. Does TikTok ruin your brain? And there was the jury was out, let's say. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts on this side?
Kids they might not like school, but school teaches you social skills. If you didn't go to school, you wouldn't have friends, so how would you talk to people?
Okay, so you absolutely need school. Final thought?
I have no idea what slang means anymore. New generation slang makes no sense to me, is what I'm learning.
Okay. Does that make you feel old or just mature and wise?
I like mature and wise. I'll take that one actually.
Yeah.
I understand it, but it's not like slang, it's just brain rot.
Okay, it's just brain rot has been the theme of today actually. Any final thoughts? We're just closing up here. Any final thing to say? Have you enjoyed today?
Yeah, it's been lovely.
What's been the highlight for you of today?
The trampolines.
Trampolines, okay.
What are you talking about now?
We're wrapping up. Final thoughts? Final thoughts?
It's been a good day. Just the whole circus and stuff has been really good.
Okay, you enjoyed the circus. Final thoughts?
It's been lovely taking the boys out. They love being outside. They don't want to be indoors. So coming outside in the park and everyone, the music is lovely.
Would you like to see more of this?
Oh, more, and even more of the kids stuff to play on, like the swing and everything. More of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final thought, Mary?
Yeah. Grab the mic. Yeah, I love today. Children coming to play, and here mostly we learn a lot. No, mostly here that I'm sitting. You know, the children. They taught me a lot.
It's good to hear what they've got to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have you got a final thought?
Today has been great because we've been outdoors playing a lot.
Okay, should there be more of that?
I also won Mum a ticket to the gym.
What's that?
I also won Mum a ticket to the gym for free.
Okay, so you went to the gym as well, so...
I won a ticket for her.
Oh wow, amazing. So it's been a great day. Final thought? Have you had fun?
Yes.
Okay, final thought?
I'm ready to go home.
Have you got a brain stuffed full of ideas now?
Yeah. I mean, one thing that I was thinking about was that what was slang language when I was their age? Like, what was I saying that people older than me did not understand? And I just cannot recollect. I cannot recollect any words that I think I knew that my older siblings or someone did not know.
It's lost in the mists of history. We're going to end it there, I think. One final. Thank you so much. I'm glad you had fun.
And also, I just like everyone getting together and all the community.
That's a fantastic final thought.
Okay, when are you going to change your name on Instagram?
As soon as I get back home, I'm going to change it to Rhizosaurus Rex. That's going to be the first thing I do. I don't think so. It's sort up here. Thanks everyone for taking part. This has been Talkaoke.